every project. Gettles High Desert Mechanical, heating, cooling, and plumbing. Don't settle, get Gettles.
Estrella Foothills, which is you get off of I-10 on Dysart Road, and then you go south, and then you go south, and then you go a little bit east, and then a little bit west, and then...
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare over 150 different insurance companies for home, auto, commercial, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance in Cottonwood.
For over 20 years, Roxu Screen Printers has been the Verde Valley's choice for custom business and sporting apparel. Bring your ideas and logos to Roxu Screen Printers and watch as your creations come to life. Choose from an extensive selection of items available for your company, team, or organization's logo. From t-shirts and hats, specialty items, and embroidered company attire, you can get started with a quote by calling 928-646-5734 or email dawn@rockzoo.com. That's ROKZOO.com.
Larry Green Chevrolet has been an important partner to this community for over 30 years. Whether it be offering outstanding service and deals to the Verde Valley or providing support to schools, charities, and community events, we have made it a part of our business. We love and support the growth and future of Cottonwood and our surrounding areas. That's why we refer to our dealership as the People Place. Larry Green Chevrolet is a proud sponsor of Yavapai County, and we are proud to support our Mingus High School football. Go Marauders!
Call Rick or Scott Stokes at Sun Country Custom Woodworks about cabinets for every purpose and every budget. Sun Country Custom Woodworks can custom build cabinets for your dream kitchen or bath, adding tremendous value to your home. Organize the garage and store stuff right with a call to Sun Country. And ask about money-saving options, including modular cabinet choices. You know, your cabinets may not be from this century. For ideas, start at suncountrywoodworks.com.
Welcome back here to Mingus Marauder Football on KYBC AM 1600 and 96.3 FM. You can also watch us live on our Cablecast app. We are on YouTube tonight and Facebook Live. So the best way to get to the game here today is probably to go to verdevalleytv.com, verdevalleytv.com, and then you've got a couple of different options to watch Mingus football here tonight. Looking at Mingus's opponents, Mosquito beat Mingus 21-20 last week. They host 1-0 Micah Mountain here tonight. Estrella Foothills hosts Mingus. They beat Yunker 40-13 last week. Blue Ridge is already 2-0. They start a week early in 3A. They have wins over Monument Valley and St. John's tonight. They will host 0-2 Window Rock. Copper Canyon shut out Choya by a score of 41-0. They are at
Potter. Good team in Buckeye. And then Seton Catholic, who kind of fell down the way a little bit. And then they get into region play. And that's where they were really strong last season. They're going to play at Maryville, then against Alhambra, at Washington, Copper Canyon, and at Deer Valley. And you bet, Jackie, that these guys are going to be looking to repeat as Copper Sky champs.
No doubts about it. So last week against the Yunker squad, you got quarterback Ray, who was 8 for 10, 134 yards and a touchdown, a QB rating of 154.2, which is fantastic. They also put 367 yards on the ground against Yunker with 3 100-yard backs, with Ray being one of them, Romo, as well as Hone being the last back with 100 yards. They had their leading receiver was Bailey, who had 4 receptions for 71 yards and a touchdown during that one. So dominated across the board, ended up with 1 takeaway in the game altogether. Back here at Estrella Foothills, home of the Wolves, the Mingus Marauders matchup, the only matchup between these two teams last year. And the Mingus Marauders losing 16-0. Both teams bring back their starting quarterback. Wayne Stokes was 6 for 10, 70 yards with an interception in the game.
What a chance we had last
in 6. So this young man will tuck and run, and I'm sure there's a lot of designed runs out there. So you have both quarterbacks with the same
rushing the ball. We 100-yard marker tonight. We got to hit that, Jackie. It's not often that the Marauders have more passing yards than rushing yards, and right now that's where we
game. Prescott was 18. They won their first game. Estrella Foothills started the season at number 21. The Mingus Marauders walked into the season sitting at number 36. And Flagstaff to round out the Grand Canyon region sitting at 42, who, by the way, won their first game over Gila Ridge as well. So the Mingus Marauders, or at least the Grand Canyon region, ends up 2-4 in the first week, but almost, in fact, all of the Mingus Marauders out of conference, out of division rivals did win their first game, which is quite interesting.
2662.
Taylor Way, service tailored to your needs.
Call Rick or Scott Stokes at Sun Country Custom Woodworks about cabinets for every purpose and every budget. To equipment installation and now comprehensive plumbing and drain services. From clogs to comfort, Gettles has you covered. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction is 8 minutes away from game time here. Want to thank all of our sponsors. Our scoreboard sponsor here, Jones Ford. Our coin toss brought to you by Jennifer Griffith Farm Insurance. Taylor Waste, local option for waste disposal options. And call Yavapai College, Tiffany Construction, and Gettles High Desert Mechanical. Also want to thank our friends at All Price Insurance and D-Best Plumbing. Rocks, fortunately, a broken collarbone.
Rain Stokes, obviously. Dawson Rice is going to be behind them a little bit. Over on the other wing, without Shane Chupp tonight, Xavier Thompson will...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem out there as we are getting ready to get underway here today. The Estrella Foothills Wolves coming out. Actually, it's going to be the referees coming out, and we have our referees, and want to thank our friends from Reese's Tire. We wish Neil well out there today. Look for discounts, coupons, and rebates on tires, wheels, and automotive services at Reese'sTire.com. Locally owned, Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros will not be beat. Ask about 6-month and 12-month no-interest financing options and even no-credit financing options. Go to Reese'sTire.com, and they are our Eye on the Game sponsor, which includes our referees out here tonight.
And our referee is going to be Luis Panone, Lou Panone, Mike Steely, Mike Ryan, and our head linesman, Joe Abrams.
Excellent. So we want to thank all of those that umpire and referee, because without them and without their dedication, we don't get to play these sports.
That's right.
And and I really want everybody to give these men and women that do these jobs extra credit. Really, they do. They need extra credit for all they do so that we can come out and play our sport. And they call the game. Yes, they call the game. And you know what? The truth is they get 95% of them right. They really do.
And they don't have any videos to go back on. Can't use anything like that for high school football. So it's all done by eye.
Exactly. So, catch them a break here just a little bit. Yep. And I think they do an absolutely fantastic job out there. As we get pretty close, I want to talk about some of the starters out here for Estrella Foothills. Of course, we've got the returning quarterback out here is going to be Ray. Wide receiver his primary target is going to be Bailey out there. Running back in the backfield is going to be A.J. Horn, who will start. So the tight end will be Tanner Covington. On the line, offensively, it's going to be Medina as well as Coleman, Shalou, and Carpenter and Ludeman will be the offensive line here for the home squad here. Still haven't seen the Wolves come out, and they have not come out to the field yet.
Yeah, they're taking their time in there, waiting out the heat. Jackie, they must be waiting out the heat. Obviously, when you're down here in Phoenix, we're looking at over 100, close to 110 today, and Estrella Foothills came out and was doing their warm-ups with no pads on. You can't blame them for that.
No. You see Medina there, number 50, right at the beginning. And I've got to imagine if it's 103 outside, it is probably 115 in that little cave.
Yeah, you're not kidding, Jackie. That's a lot of body heat in there right now.
No doubts, and maybe some excitement to go along with it out there. What do you think the keys to the game are here today?
Boy, don't come out flat-footed, right? Last week, if the Marauders could have came out with a little bit of fire in their game, that could have been an entirely different game where you win by a couple scores. And instead, the Marauders came out a little bit flat-footed, start the season. So both teams have that excuse to use. But tonight, come out, let's get really fast, strong off the ball. We saw the Marauders that second half, all business. Went down and scored on the first time they got the ball on their first possession. Again, that's the second half. So if we can do that tonight and start out strong, that'd be a big key to the game.
No time on the clock, and that means that we've got to imagine that the Wolves will come out here in just a second. We do have a last-minute change defensively, so Elijah Chupp will give way to Landon Backus. So Backus is going to get the start at the defensive tackle position to give Chupp just a little extra time on his legs out there, as out come the Wolves in the powder blue and the black. The Mingus in the away white. They got off the bus all wearing black, and I was thinking, oh gosh, do not wear the black uniforms out here today.
Oh goodness, no, the all white's a smart choice. Keep the sun away as much as you can.
So we're going to get real close to our coin toss, and we want to thank our coin toss sponsor, which is Jennifer Griffin. And she, of course, is State Farm. You recognize her name out there. State Farm Insurance office of Jennifer Griffin is pleased to be a part of the Mingus Marauder broadcast and has been so for years. And she's been in the same location for over 40 years. How about that? Stop by and see Jennifer for all your insurance needs. That's at 547 South Main Street in Cottonwood. That's directly across from Walgreens. You can stop in or you can call 928-634-7680.
And thank you, Jennifer, and all of our sponsors to help make this happen. And Jackie, I'm just going to give a shout out to the Wolves captains that I can see out there. Going to be Grant Wachner, Hone Ray is out there for the Wolves, their quarterback, Xander Teeter, and Tanner Covington.
And we'll get our Mingus Marauder sponsors here in just a moment.
As soon as those named players step out of the way, and we can see our numbers. There we go.
We see Stokes out there for absolute sure. Looks like we've got Watson at the end of it.
It looks like Jason McClain out there, number 34, and Chupp.
Yep.
That'll be the Marauders heading us out tonight as the captains.
And it looks like the
Marauders won it again. 2 weeks in a row we win the coin toss.
All right, so the Mingus Marauders are going to kick off to the Wolves, and they're going to put their defense on the field once again. Mingus has always opted to go that direction from, that goes back to Alexander days.
Yeah, is that an unwritten law?
I think it is.
Must be. It must be etched in stone somewhere.
Not exactly sure where that stone is,
That's because we've talked about it, and defensively, when you get to open up the game, it's just, I don't know, a little more lax, I guess, right? Defense, you can kind of pin your ears back and try to run upfield, disrupt things in the backfield, where offense, you got to execute, and get to your block on time and stuff, so maybe a little bit easier to start the game on defense.
So back is going to be number 3 and 18 for Estrella Foothills. I believe that's going to be P.J. Bailey. And also back there, Noah Romo. So a couple of receivers will be deep. Now, last week, we saw Stokes put it into the end zone twice. So 2 different touchbacks. And again, what a weapon that is. You just take away that whole third section of the game altogether.
Yeah, we also saw him squib it, too. One of his kicks was a really nice squib kick that ended up being a good play for the Marauders.
Make some noise.
So here we go. Mingus Marauders in white going right to left across your radio dial. If you are just joining us, Stokes will kick this one off, and he's going to dribble it. It goes off of a would-be contender Wolf out there who gets by a couple of Mingus Marauders and then gets finally taken down at about the 40-yard line. And had a couple of people that had arms on him, but unfortunately he withered away. Grant Walchner, number 1 for the Mingus, no, that's not correct. Number 1 for the Mingus Marauders makes part of a tackle out there for the Mingus Marauders.
Marauders trying to strip the ball out too, Jackie. You can tell they're trying to dig at that ball, and never a bad time to start that.
Ray comes out with 2 receivers to the left, 2 backs in the backfield, and a tight end to the left side, making that a full strong side. Ray takes the snap and hands it off, goes to number 24, tries the left-hand side. Good run, and he's going to pick up a solid 7 out there. Number 24 with the first run of the game, and that's going to be A.J. Horn.
And A.J. Horn's just following his blocks out there from his offensive line. That was number 54, Jacob Ludlow, a junior, 5'10" for the Wolves, leading the way for his running back. It was a pulling guard, and he laid a nice block on the Marauders' secondary.
2nd and 2 for the first down, 2nd and 2 for Mingus territory as the Wolves switch over and put 2 people on the left-hand side. Ray takes the snap, and they switch it around. Quarterback looks to throw, and will put the ball downfield. Has a man open, and the Mingus Marauders fall down defensively, going all the way to the end zone for a 52-yard touchdown strike. It's going to be number 11, Jacob Rolls.
Wow, Rolls is looking to get on a roll early here. That's, boy, Jackie, what a great way to start for the Wolves. I mean, one play and you're in. You got the kickoff, and the Marauders tried to strip that during the kickoff return, and the Wolves drop back and show that the passing game is going to be here all night.
So Ray just found that open spot here as one defensive player came up to kind of spy the quarterback, and he left his man. The safety came up underneath and then lost his footing. There's the snap, good snap. The hold is up, the kick is up, and the kick is good. A quick 7-0 lead here by the home squad with the Wolves. Mingus down early. Mingus is going to get the ball back when we return to Estrella Foothills High School after this.
Stay cozy and comfortable with Fiskor Heating and Cooling. At Fiskor Heating and Cooling, we bring warmth to your winters and cool comfort to your summers. Our friendly team of experts is dedicated to keeping your home just the way you like it. Whether it's a tune-up, repair, or a brand new system, you can count on us for reliable and speedy service with a smile. Your comfort is our priority. Choose Fiskor Heating and Cooling for a happier, cozier home.
Call Fiskor Heating and Cooling. We're here for you. Let's go, Marauders!
Back here, we've got 1 minute and 1 second into the game, and it is already 7-0. A little push kick comes down. It takes a gigantic bounce, bounces around, and Mingus is then going to have to just lay on it out there. Covering it for the Mingus Marauders is going to be Xavier Thompson, and Mingus will take over at their own 23-yard line. That took such a weird hop in the air.
It did. And Xavier is kind of lucky that he just jumped on top of it, hit Xavier, and I think hit another Marauder too, Jackie, so... a smart play there by Xavier, just jumping on it. And here we go, Marauders offense already got a small hole to dig out of, so let's see if the Marauders can get this going on their first offensive series.
So Mingus will come out, Rain Stokes at the reins. in the backfield.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, I know, huh?
Clever.
They're going to go to a spread here. Rice will stand in the backfield with Stokes. 2 receivers near side, 2 receivers top side for the Mingus Marauders. Stokes will take the snap and look to run. Comes to the near side. Ooh, and that gets bunched up. Picks up a yard or so as he was trying to follow his block, and his block got stood up. So the ball comes across the 25-yard line to the 26-yard line, a gain of 2.
And it seemed like there was a gap in space that opened up for Rains, but I just don't know that he saw it in time, Jackie, and by the time he cut back to try to find a lane, like you said, the Wolves are all over him.
Mingus comes back out in their white, 2 receivers to the top, now 2 backs in the backfield. Stokes will take it and hand off. It goes to Rice. Rice will get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is about it. Tries the middle, and not much room there.
Yeah, minimal gain, and the Wolves' defensive line doing a good job. Not the biggest in stature down there, Jackie, but you know that means they have speed. So they're doing a good job of closing the gaps really quickly. The Marauders find themselves a third and pretty lengthy here.
Chubb comes out at the center position, lines up the rest of his team. Stokes out of shotgun, claps his hand, takes the snap, looks to throw, throws, has a man on the right-hand side. It's going to be the tight end who picks up a first down and then some. Give him about 11 out there. And catching the ball with the run is going to be Carson Miller, number 20.
Yeah, and just an outstanding job and setup by Xavier Thompson on that edge. Without Xavier's block, that's for sure not going to be a first down. So good job, young man. Way to get upfield, get on your block, and allow your wide receiver to catch that and get to the first down marker.
So Mingus moves the chains and then comes back out here, back into 2 backs in the backfield. They will hand it off. Thompson finds the outside and bounces his way for decent yardage. Was he still on his feet? Holy cow. Finally, the pile goes down as he gets across the 40 to about the 43, maybe a gain of 5 or 6.
Yeah, and that was a tough one to see because it was all the way on the far side, but it looked like maybe the ball had come out really late on that play, and that's why we didn't see the play blown dead. But obviously, no harm, no foul. The Marauders were able to either fall on it or I was seeing something.
I would appreciate it if you'd not talk about that. 2nd and 4, Stokes throws to the near side. De La Haye catches it and dives forward to about the 45-yard line, a gain of 2. Definitely third and manageable out there at Mingus's own 45-yard line.
Yeah, and De La Haye was just an arm's length away from being able to break that one. And you can see Coach Latham on that far sidelines. If you're able to see your screen there, he's giving that Florida Gator play call, which we've talked about, the Gator chomp.
Yes, that means get a first down.
Yeah, the Marauders are ready to do that.
2 receivers near side, 2 receivers top side, 1 back in the backfield here with Stokes. 3rd and 2. Man in motion. There's the pitch. Going to the outside, looking for blocks. Gets up and puts his head down. Gets the first down and picks up 4D to 2 out there. And that's going to be number 1 on the run.
Yeah, it's just a good job by the Marauders moving the change. That's that's the bread and butter right there, Jackie. That's what we're going to need if we're going to want to put drives together and get in the end zone. The Marauders right now showing some good possession and able to, get at least a few yards each play here, which is boding well.
So, Mingus Marauders, I got to find out who is number 1 out here today, but he picks up 4 yards in the first down, 2 first downs in a row. Stokes gets in trouble, steps back. Now he's surrounded, somehow gets out, gets spun around, and then taken down as he tries so hard to avoid the sack. It takes just about every Wolf out there, but the pack surrounds him and takes him down for a sack of about 6 yards.
And there's only so many tackles Rain's going to be able to get out of, and Jackie, looks like Rain's lost his helmet again, so he's going to leave the play. And we saw this quite a few times last season. We saw it last week. And sometimes that puts us in a really tough spot here. So I imagine we'll see Dawson come in and take his spot for a play.
Dawson Rice is the backup quarterback, so yes, indeed. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the top side, 2 backs in the backfield. And Rice will take the snap, low snap, picks it up, and then immediately gets hit and taken back for another sack. It's going to be a loss of another 3 out there.
Oof, yeah, and the Wolves just putting some defensive highlights on the board already, Jackie. It was nowhere for Dawson to do anything with that ball. At least 3 or 4 Wolves in the backfield, it seemed like as soon as he got the snap.
So 3rd and 19 now as we flip to page 37 of the playbook.
Yeah, exactly. This is going to be a tricky one. 3rd and long, and boy, you got a drive going right now, so you got to put something together.
So you got Miller on the top side. On the outside, you got Seda on the near side up on the line. As Thompson's going to switch sides, and going the other side as well is going to be De La Haye. Stokes steps back, takes the snap. He finds himself in trouble, and we'll get sacked again. And that is going to be 3 sacks in a row here for the Mingus Marauders and a loss of another 4. Mingus is back to its own 36-yard line, and it's going to have to punt from there.
Yeah, ouch, 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 Jackie. The Wolves just kind of flexing defensively here. Look like number 20, Casey Valenzuela, in on that sack. And, I mean, boy, the Wolves just do a really good job of collapsing in. Again, like I mentioned earlier, not the biggest defensive line. I mean, you're looking at them, it looks like we definitely have them in stature, but the Wolves are just sniffing us out right now.
Mingus is set to go for this on 4th down, although Stokes is your punter. And there is the snap, and he steps back, and he will boot it. He kicks it out of bounds as somebody out of bounds tries to catch it on the Mingus side. There's going to be no return, but the ball is going to be spotted at the 37-yard line. And so not a bad kick out there. Tried to kick it away. In fact, the Wolves put 2 men back, and so Stokes tried to make sure that there was no return whatsoever.
Yeah,
Robertson, by the way, who is out, was also the long snapper for the Mingus Marauders. So Backus has taken over those duties, if I understand that correctly. So Mingus got a couple of first downs and then 3 sacks in a row. That will kill about any drive.
Yeah, that's right.
And here come the Wolves. You got Ray over center now, takes the snap and is going to pitch to the near side. Mingus trying to contain it, gets to the outside, cuts up underneath, and gets to the 50-yard line into Mingus Marauder territory and a little bit further. That is going to be a significant gain of 15 out there.
Yeah, it looks like A.J. Horn on the carry, and it's just a great running back play right there, Jackie. I mean, Horn definitely got contacted right at about the line of scrimmage, but he's not going to go down by an arm tackle, and he's able to break into that secondary with a nice juke.
2 receivers to the top. I formation now for the Wolves. Ray under center, takes the snap, hands it to the first back. He finds a hole up underneath, runs through a Mingus Marauder, picks up good yardage of about 7.
Yeah, Jack Lopez just lowers his shoulder, and McLean with an absolute great tackle. Jason McLean playing inside linebacker for the Marauders just kind of barrels down in his legs and makes the play, because it's a really nice job by Lopez. If he could have broken through McLean's tackle, he'd have been gone.
2nd and a manageable 3 at the Mingus Marauder 41-yard line. 3:34 left to go first quarter. Mingus down 7-0. The Wolves with the ball and the lead. 2 receivers to the near side. It's stacked. They come to the short side, cutting it back up the middle and scampering away. A first down to the 25-yard line for the Wolves.
Yeah, another nice carry. Nice job by the Wolves offensive line to open up a big space. Horn get right upfield and absolutely lay a hit, too. Jack, did you see that hit at the end of that play? He laid Remington. That's scary. That's a running back who's looking to hit, too.
1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Coach Spencer, his 2nd year here at Estrella Foothills. And quarterback will throw. It's going to be a quick little screen pass. Mingus had it covered and then out of bounds. And could have had a flag there for an extra throw out of bounds, but they didn't.
And agree, Jackie. Wyatt Montebias Islis out there. Just be a little bit careful. But I think he was just in the process of wrapping his man up, and he fell down out of bounds. So no flag, no harm, no foul.
They give him 10 yards on it. How about that? Or do they? Yeah, they do. So it is 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line out there. As P.J. Bailey with the reception. Now it's going to be handoff. going the opposite way. Good blocking out there, heading toward the end zone and literally muscling his way into the end zone from 16 yards out is going to be A.J. Horn.
Wow, just another nice setup by this Wolves offensive line. On that play there, Jackie, I saw Jace Coleman, the junior offensive lineman for the Wolves, absolutely get a fantastic block on Ethan Montiel there for our Marauders. And boy, a block like that on the edge, and then the Wolves are able to find the end zone again. This offense is buzzing right now.
Second extra point attempt out here with 2:44 left to go in quarter one. And there's the snap. It is a good hold. The kick is up. The kick looks good. The kick is good. And that's going to make it 14-0 out here as the Mingus Marauders will get the ball back here when we return after this.
Cozy and comfortable with Fiskor Heating and Cooling. At Fiskor Heating and Cooling, we and cool comfort to your summers. Our friendly team of experts is dedicated to keeping your home just the way you like it. Whether it's a tune-up, repair, or a brand new system, you can count on us for reliable and speedy service with a smile. Your comfort is our priority. Choose Fiskor Heating and Cooling for a happier, cozier home.
Call Fiskor Heating and Cooling. We're here for you. Let's go, Marauders!
Well, the Wolves jump out to a 14-0 lead here in quarter number one over the Mingus Marauders. Mingus is set back to get its second return of the game. See if Mingus has an opportunity to actually return this one. Last one was squibbed down the middle of the field. And we will see if they're going to do that again. Alvarez, the kicker, also the PAT kicker, and he's going to boot this one. It's going to land right at about the 15-yard line, picked up by the Mingus Marauders. And De La Haye trying to find some daylight and will get literally ankle tackled. And so he had a wolf biting into one of his ankles out there, couldn't get the shoe back, and will get tackled there at the 24-yard line.
Yep, that's going to leave the Marauders a long field offensively to get some momentum going here. So a lot of opportunity for the Marauders to get a drive going like they started to the last series. And you know, they our offensive and defensive linemen, Jackie, we talked about this in pregame, are going both ways. So these guys got to get to the sidelines and get hydrated. Again, it's hot. I imagine it dropped to about 101, 102 right now.
Ooh. Almost.
It's way too hot. I say that as I wipe the sweat.
Right, no doubt. Mingus Marauders, two receivers to the both side. A quick throw out there, and it goes to a Mingus Marauder. It's going to be Miller. Miller met, and then will spin his way forward for about 3 yards.
Yeah, then a few Wolves on the tackle out there, Jackie. We've seen the Wolves already show how good they're going to be offensively and defensively. Marauders able to get a nice catch there, but 3 Wolves right on him as he makes that catch.
It was in traffic. In fact, that little screen pass was contested out there. The second catch by Miller. He's got 15 yards. Stokes takes the pass, or takes the snap, and it goes through the hands of De La Haye on the near side as Mingus tries the screen again. Brings up 3rd and 6 from their own 27-yard line, 28-yard line.
Yeah, how about it? It's kind of like new age Marauders here, Jackie. We've seen a lot of passing attack from the Marauders, and I'm a fan. You know, Rain Stokes has got to build that confidence in the pocket, and if you want to put some big numbers up offensively, you obviously have to have a successful passing game, but Marauders trying to find their groove right now.
Seda and De La Haye here on the near side. Stokes has Rice in the backfield with him, steps back. Oh, immediately in trouble, evades, throws downfield, has a man, and it may have been tipped, and Miller unable to contain it. Had he been able to hold it, it would have been a first down. And that is going to fall to the turf and bring up 4th and 6 for the Mingus Marauders.
And Xander Teeter, one of the captains for the Wolves out there on the defensive coverage, Jackie, and you bet that was tipped. And it was just a fantastic play by the DB out there to get his hand in there and knock the ball out.
Well, he tipped it just enough so that it actually hit Miller, but obviously not where the hands were expected. Mingus is set up to go for it once again, potentially. There is the snap, and it's going to be a pooch kick, and it goes off of the defense, and it is going to be picked up. That was a live ball, and brought to the near side, caught, and then finally driven out of bounds. Picking it up and running with it is Landon DeBoard out there.
Boy, just another tough break for the Marauders, Jackie. Seems like we cannot win any sort of field position battle. Now, that first series we had the ball, we were able to move it a little bit, but this time, boy, can't get that punt over the line of scrimmage. It's going to hurt us.
That could have worked out so well for Mingus because the punt hit one of the defensive linemen in the back of the head. That made it a live ball.
Now, I wonder if the Marauders knew that.
I'm not sure, but there were a couple of Wolves that jumped over the ball, didn't go to pick it up. And so DeBoard very wisely picked it up. So that does not go for a particularly good punt here for the Mingus Marauders. And setting back is going to be Ray. Ray will pass it to the outside and weaving his way through the Mingus Marauder defense and all the way to the end zone. One quick pass and 33 yards and a touchdown out there with a little screen to the far side.
Wow, P.J. Bailey.
Weaving his way through the Mingus Marauder defense and all the way to the end zone. One quick pass and 33 yards and a touchdown out there with a little screen to the far side.
That's just an electric offensive play, and boy, these guys have some real good offensive chemistry and momentum going right now.
33 yards and a touchdown and 3 scores here in the first quarter. 1:19 left to go. And taking his time out there is DeBoard, as he's going to be the holder for Alvarez. The third PAT attempt here. There's the snap. Good snap. Decent hold. Kick is up. Looks good. It is good. 21-0. And the Mingus Marauders find themselves in a hole at the edge of the desert. That sounds like some sort of, that's a whole series. We'll be back after this.
All Price Insurance on Wood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare over 150 different insurance companies for home, auto, commercial, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance in Cottonwood.
Back here for the kickoff. The Wolves will kick it off once again. As we are ready, Mingus looking for their third possession. This one is up and caught right at the sideline, and Thompson steps out of bounds trying to receive it. So he'll control it, and Mingus will get first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Yep, another long field to go for the offense, Jackie. So I'd imagine we're going to see the Marauders huddle up here and try to talk about execution and make something of it. Being down 21-0 already, you're in a hole. So offensively, you've absolutely got to get something working here.
Ball is at the near hash mark. Still first quarter, 1:18 left to go. Mingus with the ball at their 32-yard line. If you're just joining us, 21-0. The Wolves have scored on every possession here so far. Mingus puts 2 men in the backfield, 2 receivers at the top. There is the snap. They do hand it off, and we have the first penalty of the game. And it's going to be an encroachment, and that is going to be the first penalty of the game. It'll go against the home Wolves.
I'd be curious to see if this game is a little bit cleaner than last year's, Jackie. Last year's, the Wolves and Marauders rang up over 140 yards of penalties.
So far, we have 5.
Much better start.
Yes, no, definitely. Discipline is in order. There we go. 2 backs in the backfield. Once again for the Mingus Marauders, same format. Stokes slaps the hands and will hand it off to the second back. And getting forward, actually, I'm not sure where they may give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage, and that was going to be about it.
That's very generous, and we'll take that for sure. That was another, saw Alexander Teeter, the junior captain for the Wolves, in on that play as well. As the Marauders just taking their time here, Jackie. I mean, really, you're looking at the wristbands walking up to the line of scrimmage right now. It's really about, got to be able to execute. Move the chains. You got some positive plays going in a row.
There's a snap, and it is pitched to the outside and then hit immediately. De La Haye with an excellent job controlling that ball as he was literally bit off there. Number 53 with a gigantic tackle.
Yeah, that's just an incredible job. Tony Lopez, the senior for the Wolves, Jackie, 6'3", 210 pounds, and my goodness, was he fast to get into the backfield. He almost picked up that pitch before we did, which would have been just awful. So the Marauders are going to huddle up again. Think about what Coach Midkiff is going to send in here from the playbook.
Well, they're going to let the quarter run out and try going the opposite direction with 3rd and long. It's going to be 3rd and 12 for the Mingus Marauders from their own 30-yard line. When we come back for quarter number 2, we will return in 1 minute.
Stay cozy and comfortable with Fiskor Heating and Cooling. At Fiskor Heating and Cooling, we bring warmth to your winters and cool comfort to your summers. Our friendly team of experts is dedicated to keeping your home just the way you like it. Whether it's a tune-up, repair, or a brand new system, you can count on us for reliable and speedy service with a smile. Your comfort is our priority. Choose Fiskor Heating and Cooling for a happier, cozier home.
Call Fiskor Heating and Cooling. We're here for you. Let's go, Marauders!
Larry Green Chevrolet has been an important partner to this community for over 30 years. Whether it be offering outstanding service and deals to the Verde Valley or providing support to schools, charities, and community events, we have made it a part of our business. We love and support the growth and future of Cottonwood and our surrounding areas. That's why we refer to our dealership as the People Place. Larry Green Chevrolet is a proud sponsor of Yavapai County, and we are proud to support our Mingus High School football. Go Marauders!
All right, Mingus will, in their white uniforms, now go left to right across your radio dial as the Wolves switch defensive ends. Coming to one side, coming to the near side is number 61. That's going to be Hutch Sletter. As Stokes steps back to throw and looks for somewhere to go. That's going to end up being a sack as he will lose one out there. Couldn't find anywhere to go downfield. And the Mingus Marauders are going to have to punt with a 4th and 14 from their own 29-yard line.
And the Marauders just offensively, besides that first series, Jackie, struggling to reach that first down marker. P.J. Bailey for the Wolves. Couple of these Wolves players are the captains that we've been calling out, and boy, defensively they're having a game so far as well.
Stokes is back in a shotgun, and there is the snap. He will pooch kick it, but he gets a good one off this time. That one's going to run. Run, baby, run, and it will go out of bounds at the 12-yard line. That was the best punt of the season so far as he got a boot into that one. He did a line drive, caught the Wolves way up, and then he got an excellent bounce out there. So that is going to be a punt ending in the inside the 20. That'll be the worst field position out here for the Wolves so far.
Yeah, nobody thought that ball was going to go as far as it did in the air. What a boot by Stokes.
Well, win another 20 yards on the roll. So
yeah, well,
I don't care how far it goes in the air.
That's the dang good special teams play right there.
Yes. So 11-11 left to go in half number 1. As Ray goes over center here. He has not run the ball so far, and there is the handoff, and there is going to be a flag as we're going to get a motion penalty. Too many people moving at once as they attempted the jet sweep from the near side to the far side. So that will make it a 1st and 15 now from the 8-yard line.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Midkiff and the Marauders, Jackie, I feel like the mood's almost a little bit looser down there defensively. I mean, you're down 21 points. Your offensive is going to have to get working, so defensively, might as well pull some stunts out, possibly some blitzes. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw that from the Marauders.
Well, it's almost like they're set up to go the same play here, except this time they have a receiver on the near side. There he goes. There's the run, and it is going to be the second back with it as he avoids a couple of tackles. Decent run as he gets back out to the 14-yard line, back to the original line of scrimmage. And now they're going to give him out to the 15-yard line, so a gain of 7.
Yeah, and I'm going to throw some kudos at the offensive line, as I always do. Jacob Ludlow there for the Wolves. Again, number 54, upfield, making great plays for his running backs. And he's getting a block on the Marauders secondary, which is springing this offense.
Quarterback under center, one back behind him. Tighter formation, one receiver either way. Man in motion. There is the snap. They give it to the second back. Comes in through the middle and runs through a Mingus Marauder. Gets to the 20. And it's going to bring up a third and manageable, maybe 3rd and 2, but a 3rd down try out here.
And we'll see what the flag is. Going to be a false start.
Oh, I did not see a flag.
It came out after the play started, Jackie, so usually that's not going to be a false start, but it looks like they're kind of talking it over, actually. Maybe illegal motion. But nonetheless, it's going to benefit the Marauders greatly here. So 2nd and 13 approximately out there. Ball sitting at the 9-yard line. 10:22 left to go in the second quarter. The men in powder blue out here, Estrella Foothills, the Wolves. They pack the far side of the field with 3 receivers, 1 back in the backfield. Now they bring them back in and bunch them. Ray over center. Takes the snap, and then we get another blown whistle. Well, this is a series that just doesn't want to get started here, really.
There's a song that says that, yes. Do we have an illegal motion penalty here? Oh, an equipment timeout. There we go. So, yes, 1 lineman goes out, and 1 lineman comes in. It looks like number 75 comes in out here, which is going to be Colton Rowe, Pardon me. So, 2nd and 15 again. The Wolves in a huddle, sitting at their own 9-yard line.
And they'll be happy just to eat this clock.
9:40 left to go in half number 1. Out of shotgun as the quarterback hands it off. It's going to be a sweep to the far side, trying to find some room, and the penalty flag will go down right with the tackle at the original line of scrimmage at about the 14 or 13-yard line.
And interesting, the timing of that flag is probably going to be either a holding or a face mask. So let's see who they're going to find here.
Okay, they have picked up the flag and have, they have waved it off.
So we'll redo that one.
Yes, there's been a lot of plays to this one that hasn't counted.
That's right. This is a series that does not seem to start.
Far hash mark out there. 1 back in the backfield plus a wing. Quarterback under center takes the snap and fakes the handoff. Comes to the near side, puts the ball up, puts it out, and it is just out of the reach of his receiver. Intended out there for number 3, P.J. Bailey. And he was open had he been able to drop that one in, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 10 deep in their own territory, and Mingus may have a stop here.
Yeah, that's just going to be a huge momentum swing for the Marauders, Jackie. They're going to have to take that and apply that to the offense here. But, boy, Hone Ray, did you see that ball he just threw on off his off foot there?
Oh, yeah.
Just scrambling to the sidelines. What a ball.
So the punter is back at the goal line. Remington Stokes is sitting at his 40, 41. No, actually, well, the 41 of the Wolves, and he drops the ball and then picks it up and punts it, and it's partially blocked, and it will go out of bounds at about the 39, 38, 37-yard line, says the line judge, and Mingus will have 1st and 10 inside of Wolves territory out there.
Yeah, just fantastic starting position for the Marauders. Offensively, you cannot ask for better field position to start your drive.
You could start at the 1.
Oh, goodness, you can. You can, but that almost makes it too easy.
Oh, I don't know.
It's deceiving right there. But no, the Marauders going to have a much shorter field to try to get some momentum going here.
Near hash 38-yard line becomes the line of scrimmage for the Mingus Marauders. Two backs in the backfield, two receivers to the top, and the quarterback will throw to the near side, and immediately surrounded is Rice, but Rice keeps his legs going and gets all the way down to the 31-yard line. What an incredible effort from that young man.
Yeah, it was just an outstanding play from a wide receiver. Just jumps up, the ball's a little bit high, he grabs it, comes back down, he's got a couple Wolves coming right at him, and he's able to insert that Chris Berman, whoop, just a nice juke and get upfield and give the Marauders some positive yardage.
Well, Stokes actually floated it over the defense out there, and Rice was moving when he got to it. 8 yards on it, 2nd and 2. There's the snap. Quarterback looks to run and will find a place to go, but the flag comes in right about where you would expect holding to be. If the run works, then Stokes picks up the first down. However, I have a feeling this one might be going backward against the Mingus Marauders.
Yep, and he called it, Jackie. Looks like it's going to be a hold.
There is a hold. First penalty against Mingus. And it comes at a 10-yard variety. 2nd and 13 now.
So it took a couple series, but the penalties are out and about now.
8:26 left to go in the first half. Mingus checks the wristbands. Comes to the conclusion of the play. You got Miller, the tight end, almost playing a receiver position out to the near side. Two backs in the backfield. There's the snap, and the handoff goes to Rice. Rice trying to spin his way, and he will get gang tackled out there by the Wolves. He will pick up 3 yards back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe 4, and it's going to be 3rd and 9.
And Rice does a nice job of finding where the offensive line gave him a hole, and then Will Hobbs for the Wolves, junior defensive back, just does a really nice job of stepping up and not letting Dawson get upfield any further.
Down 21-0 here at this point. Is this 2-down territory for the Mingus Marauders? They are at the Wolves' 37-yard line. There's the snap. Stokes is back. Looks, will get contained. And did not see the Wolf to his right and gets hit, popped hard. He will lose about 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 4th and 13.
And he also lost his helmet again too, Jackie.
So he can't punt the ball.
He cannot punt, so the Marauders are going to have to change it up here for the 4th down. And, boy, Jackie, you think the Marauders have got to get a grip on Rain Stokes' helmet there. Somebody should be looking at that. Because that is something that is continuously affecting the Marauders, and that goes back from last season.
So Mingus may be going for this because they have to. Mingus lines up. They've got everything to the short side, and then looks like Rice drops it and then tries to kick it and then does kick it, and he gets the punt off, and it's going to roll down inside the 5 and get stopped by the Mingus Marauders at the 1-yard line. Oh my goodness gracious. So the snap, and Rice drops it, and then he runs to the left, and then he kicks it. I'm not even sure he kicked it with his kicking foot, and he did get the ball to roll, and it rolls down to the 1-yard line, and so far the kicking game has been the best weapon for the Mingus Marauders.
Crazy to say that, and Jackie, it makes you wonder, is that even legal? I mean, what a crazy pooch kick from the Marauders, and I know that's something we've lined up and done before, but man, that just doesn't seem right, and it worked out beautifully for the Marauders as they're able to pin the ball at the 1-yard line.
Looks like we have a timeout on the field here. We're going to take a quick break with them. We will return to Estrella Foothills in 30 seconds.
Yavapai College has many degree and certificate programs to get you on track well-paying career in a variety of industries such as healthcare, manufacturing, construction, elementary education, and art. Fall semester starts on August 15th, so there's still time to register. Visit us online today at yc.edu/admission to connect with your future career.
Back here at Estrella Foothills, Mingus has the Wolves backed up to the 1-yard line. 7:04 left to go. Mingus trailing. Second quarter action, 21-0. And the Wolves trying to get themselves out of their own end zone. Ray will take the snap and hand it off. Mingus tries to contain it and push it back. Maybe a little bit of room, a run for, say, a yard out there, maybe 2.
That's a really hard yard to come by, too, Jackie. That's one of the toughest yards you're going to get, and that's pretty much, we just saw either a sneak from the QB or just a sneak from the running back. Either way, you're literally just trying to give yourself some room out of the end zone, and the Wolves able to do just that.
2nd and 9 from the 3. Somewhere in that general vicinity, and the quarterback snaps and will hand it off. He's got some running room and will get tackled out there. Good open field tackle, and out to about the 7-yard line, but not getting up right away after the tackle is the carrier out there. The tackle made for the Mingus Marauders by Wyatt Matsubias-Islas. And we are going to have a timeout on the field here while they will get the player off. And AJ, it's going to be AJ Horn out there who is hobbling off the field. Hopefully he is going to be okay. But he brings up, he gets 5 yards on it, brings up a 3rd and 4 out there for his squad.
Yeah, the seniors, he's on the sidelines looking okay, and he's had a big night for the Wolves thus far.
So we'll see if the Wolves keep it on the ground out here. Quarterback takes the snap and will pitch it to the backside. Mingus trying to contain it and avoiding tacklers, and getting the first down out there is going to be the Wolf running the ball. However, there are flags out on the field, and we're going to see if that's going to end up bringing it back. And it is going to go against the Wolves. Number 21, I think Sean Ellison was running the ball.
Yeah, I'm going to give a shout out to Marshall Ludeman, sophomore on the offensive line for the Wolves, Jackie. He must have been 10 yards upfield, putting a block on the Marauders' defensive back. So that Wolves' offensive line is moving their feet, getting upfield, and setting some pretty good blocks right now.
So it was a downfield foul, so a spot foul now makes it 3rd and 5 instead of 3rd and 4. So quite technically, that ends up being a, for all practical purposes, a 1-yard penalty. 3rd and 5 now. Quarterback has a man in motion, and the jet sweep is not going to be it as he switches sides, and then a timeout called out on the field. Coach Spencer wants to talk to his crew, and we would like our commercial people to talk to you. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back after this.
Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're homegrown in the Verde Valley and nearly your last local choice.
We want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly $16 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
So there is debris out there at the 41-yard line. The Estrella Foothills 41-yard line. I don't know what that is. If this was Sunday football, I'd say that was a red challenge flag, and the coach was really adamant about it.
It looks like it. It looks like we should have a sidelines dog.
Oh,
that
yes.
runs out to get that.
You know, we have to install that with Georgia, the Bulldogs. That'll be perfect.
A little bulldog run out there. And you're right, Jackie. I'm not quite sure what that is, but it's going to remain on the field.
I hope it's not slippery. That's what I hope. So we have 3rd and 5 from, it looks like, about the 8-yard line out there. The Wolves are in a shotgun. They throw to the near side. It is intercepted, and a touchdown out there by the Mingus Marauders. Number 1 literally caught that ball with the receiver. Touchdown out there by the Mingus Marauders. Number touchdown for the Mingus Marauders.
Wow, and I'm going to say that defensively will be one of the better plays we see the Marauders defense makes this season, Jackie. What an outstanding job from our defensive backs. Step up on the ball, make the catch the same time as the receiver, just wrestle it away. And that's a pick 6.
It is.
But he really didn't run anywhere. Just kind of caught it, and then he was in the end zone.
Well, if he was If he caught it at the end zone, which that would have been a lateral anyway, so that would have almost been a fumble.
Good call, yeah.
So as it is, the Mingus Marauders are set for the extra point. Rice will be the holder. Stokes kicks it. Lots of traffic in the backfield, but he does get it through. So Mingus gets on the scoreboard with 5:36 left to go. It's 21-7, and Mingus will be kicking off when we come back to Estrella Foothills after this.
Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're homegrown in the Verde Valley and nearly your last local choice.
We want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $16 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor service tailored to your needs.
Back here, the Mingus Marauder. Stokes is going to kick off from his 40-yard line, going left to right. Mingus scores defensively. And so Mingus gets on the board with the extra point and has cut the lead 21-7. I told you there was better field position.
Incredible. The defense getting it started on the scoreboard tonight.
Stokes approaches the ball, kicks it off, puts a boom in it, and it is going to go, is it going to go out of bounds? Yeah, it's going to go out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Oh my goodness, how close can you get? That is going to be fantastic field position for the Wolves. Or it could have been another touchback, but no.
Could have been. That's how you draw it up, right there. That bounce just went out at the 1-yard line, really close. What a kick by Stokes. And Marauders defensively going to have a chance out here to get their offensive ball back and cut the lead even more. The Wolves really struggled that last offensive series, Jackie, and some penalties help with that, but the Marauders defense also awakening as well after Estrella Foothills was able to score on their first few possessions. They're coming up short, and the Marauders got to keep it that way.
Here come the Wolves. 2 receivers to the near side, and they pull it to the tight end to the near side as well. And then they move another man, and it's going to be a jet sweep, and we are going to have motion once again. And it's going to be another penalty out here for the Wolves.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of these motion penalties from the Wolves here, and that's got to be from a couple different players moving at the line of scrimmage before the play starts.
Well, they move everybody around, and then they try to overload you on one side, and sometimes they go to the short side. This time they had gone to the wide side of the field. So let's see if they get it set up. They're pretty much set up the same exact way. There's the snap, and it's going to be a reverse coming to the near side, and tripped up in an open field, but the flag comes out, I think, for a hold right at about the 33-yard line.
Yep, for sure, and P.J. Bailey knows it on the Wolves. He absolutely knows that is going to be a hold, and the home crowd is not the biggest fans of that call, but we're going to see that one get called almost 80-90% of the time, Jackie.
Well, it's easier when you see the defensive player pretty much getting tackled.
Yeah, it was in the open field, too. Right. So that's obviously a dead cell.
Right.
Sometimes you wide receivers can get away with that when there's more traffic, but unfortunate for PJ there was just no one else around.
Yeah, from experience, you know that if you want to hold, you got to play center.
I do. You got to hold them on the inside of those shoulder pads.
5:20 left to go. 3 receivers to the far side. Definitely, empty backfield out here. Quarterback steps back. Ray looking for somewhere to go. Throws downfield. Has a man, and it is open. And a huge gator across the Mingus Marauders to the 38-yard line. And that is going to be a gigantic catch out there for Jacob Rolls.
Now, and Rolls, who had the huge reception for a touchdown to start the game, is right back out there making huge plays for the Wolves, and they're able to find some success through the air here. It just looked like Wyatt on the coverage out there just might have been a foot behind him. He might have gotten started a little bit late, and the Wolves able to get behind them.
Here we go with a 1st and 10. They're going to do the screen pass to the near side and going to the sideline and trying to tiptoe and gets knocked out of bounds hard by De La Haye. But it's going to be a good gain, enough for a 1st down and about 14 yards.
Yeah, and you just saw the flag get thrown there on your screen at the very end of that play, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to be 90% certain that that is a verbal penalty. There was no pushing and shoving there whatsoever, but you just saw the Marauders kind of looking back at the refs. Could have been the teams looking at each other, and then something was said, and then the flag got thrown. Oh boy, and that is most certainly going to hurt. That is going to be against Mingus, and that will move the Wolves right into a scoring opportunity. Oof, that's just a tough penalty to take.
That puts it down to the 13-yard line. The Wolves with the lead and the ball, 4:43 left to go in the second quarter. 1st and 10 from the Mingus 13 as they start moving players left to right and more players left to right. And there is the snap as they do get the ball, and this time it is covered well by the Mingus Marauders. Running it is A.J. Horn. Glad to see him back out there, and he is going to gain 1 before Mingus will tackle him and bring him down.
Yeah, good call. Great to see A.J. back out there. And then Wyatt Montebaez Islas on the tackle there. So making up for a little bit of broken coverage by stepping up and making a great play on A.J. there.
Set up with 2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers to the near side. Now they separate out. It's 2 receivers on the right side as well. 1 back in the backfield, and they fake it. The quarterback is going to keep it. Tries the left-hand side, bounces to the outside, to the corner, to the end zone, and touchdown. 12 yards on the first keeper out there. And we told you that Ray could run. He called his own number and picks up the TD.
Yeah, just an outstanding run by the quarterback. Owen Ray looks like a running back with the ball. I mean, Jackie takes that snap, and then I don't know if you're able to catch that replay, which was fantastic. He does a big high step and leaves a couple Marauders just speechless, and then he finds the corner of the end zone. Incredible.
That makes it 27-7. And the extra point attempt by Alvarez. There's the snap. Good snap. Decent hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 28-7, the lead back to 21. Mingus' only touchdown so far defensively. And let's see if they can put an offensive one on the board here before halftime. We're back after this.
When you're looking for a plumber, no matter the job, call D-Best Plumbing. From energy-saving tankless water systems to whatever remodel project you have in mind, from the simple to the exotic, D-Best Plumbing prides themselves on quality workmanship and efficiency. For honest and fair prices and plumbing problems done right the first time, call D-Best Plumbing at 928-567-8755 or find them online at d-bestplumbing.com.
Back here at Estrella Foothills, Mingus will have their first attempt at a run back going this direction. See if the third portion of the game can get into it for the Mingus Marauders. It's popped up into the air. It's going to take a bounce. It's going to die at about the 26-yard line. De La Haye picks it up, scavenges for a few yards, and then drags tacklers across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Not bad starting position for the Mingus Marauders.
You know, and for the Wolves, J.J. Guevara-Ponce on the tackle. And boy, Jackie, if it wasn't for number 33 for the Wolves, that was just another great chance for a return to the house. Nonetheless, Marauders special teams giving the offense some better starting field position.
We'll see if Stokes can make something happen here. He's got 3:45. I think Mingus has 2 timeouts left, if I am correct. Nope, they have all 3 timeouts left here in the half. So they have a full playbook. There's the snap, and the quarterback will throw, and it's tipped in the air. Intended for Seda on the little slant pass, and it is broken up by one of the linebackers. They're tipped into the air.
Yeah. Looks like it can be Danny Ostrater out there, and that's just good coverage. Great coverage by the Wolves. Is able to get their hands up there, and thankfully the ball able to hit the turf. A lot of times when it gets bounced up like that, Jackie, your secondary's got a golden chance to find it and field it like a punt. little bit scary there.
Neither team actually breathed until the ball comes down. And Stokes is going to run. Doesn't have a lot of room. Gets pushed back and then run over as he will get back to the line of scrimmage. So that will be a rush, not a sack. But that's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Mingus Marauders at their own 41-yard line.
And that's just a tough one for Raines. He had protection for just one Mississippi maybe, and then felt the pressure. And then by the time he got up there, Jackie, that's like running into a wall. A pack of wolves waiting for him.
Mingus gets set up. They do 3 receivers to the near side, trying to spread out this Wolf defense. All Wolves within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage. Stokes is back, has a little bit of time, now comes to the outside, now scrambles, gets a block, goes to the outside. He's got some running room. Oh, a flag comes in as he dives to the 50-yard line, but a flag back in the backfield does not look good for the Mingus Marauders.
No, that's for sure in the vicinity of holding, and it looks like maybe even a chop block.
Well, that's going to be, I believe, a spot foul, so that's going to end up taking the Mingus Marauders even back further. They had 3rd and 10 from the 41.
Boy, again, Rain Stokes is just feeling the pressure. Jackie just really nowhere to go. He steps up in the pocket and then just tries to make something upfield, and he did. I mean, they did a good job of getting near the first down marker, but you were right. That is a spot foul. And that brings the Marauders way back.
So 3rd and 25. Mingus is at their 26. They got to get to the 51. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 receivers to the far side. Stokes says, I'm going to throw it to you over there. Takes the snap, steps back, looks down, runs, and runs into trouble. And will get sacked and lose about another 3, and that brings up 4th and nearly forever. And I'm not sure Mingus took enough time off the clock, as there's 2:16 left to go, and I'm wondering whether or not Coach Spencer will start using his timeouts to give his squad some time.
Yeah, that's putting your coaching hat on right there, Jackie. That's a smart move, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Wolves do that. Like you said, the Marauders did not kill much time on that, and they're going to end up having to give this back to the Wolves.
There's a snap and a pooch kick, and it's going to take a high bounce, taking it about the 45-yard line, but it is returnable. Inside he goes into Mingus Marauder territory, past the 45 down to about the 43. So 1:40 left to go, 2 timeouts for Coach Spencer and the Wolves, and they are at the Mingus Marauder 40-something yard line. Let's see where they place the ball. They're going to place the ball at the 44-yard line.
You see Remington Stokes out there for the Marauders. He says, I thought it was a little bit further upfield. I know defense is going to have to come in clutch here, Jackie. It's gut check time. You got to go into halftime. You can't be down more than 21 points.
So they split 2 on the far side, 2 to the near side, 1 back in the backfield. Ray has shown the ability to throw and run, dual threat. There's the snap, all sorts of movement, no call, and a throw to the near side. Once again, they had the Mingus Marauders beat, and getting out of bounds at about the 20-yard line, stopping the clock with 1:33 is going to be Jacob Walls.
Yeah, and just a great play call. Coach Spencer for the Wolves. Just a quick throw from Ray. He actually does a little bit of a pump fake. They sell it like it's going to be a short, quick pass. And then after that, able to find Rawls upfield, and Rawls just steps out of bounds, stops the clock, and the Wolves moving down.
Tighter formation, 2 receivers to the top side, and they will do the sweep going to the far side. Number 18 with the ball, cuts the ball back in, finds some running room, and then winds his way into the end zone for a 20-yard touchdown run out there. Noah Romo will pick up the carry and the touchdown and extend the lead 34-7.
And the Wolves flexing on these different weapons they have offensively. The senior standing at 6 foot, 170 pounds, playing wide receiver. Also defensive back. We've seen Noah play the defensive side of the ball. And he's getting his share of time on offense. Great play by the young man, and the Wolves extend their lead.
The 20-yard sweep puts up 6. Alvarez trying to dot the I with the extra point. He has been perfect out here today. 5 for 5, which makes it 35-7 with 1:26 left to go in the first half. Mingus will get the ball back when we return after this.
1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
So Mingus trying to put something together here. They have still 3 timeouts with 1:26 left to go. Alvarez ready to kick off to the Mingus Marauders. And he will boot it. It'll come down and land at about the 20-yard line. And will get picked up at the 11. De La Haye is surrounded by blue jerseys and has nowhere to go. Goes back, retreats to the 9, and that's where he'll get tackled.
Yeah, just a great special teams play by the Wolves. And they're going to pin the Marauders really deep. And, boy, Jackie, with just a minute 20, I would imagine if you have a 2-minute drill, now's the time we're going to see it.
Now's the time to practice it for sure.
That's right.
No doubts about it. However, if you only take 20 seconds off the clock and you give the ball back, that could be a problem too. So, 2-minute drill, but the opportunity here is to be successful with it. Got to get some movement going here for the Mingus Marauders. Spread offense. Stokes will take it. They will throw to the outside. However, flags are down, so I guess the play was dead. And it appears as though we are going to have a penalty against the Wolves.
Boy, I didn't quite catch anything on the field there, Jackie. So, encroachment. Okay, so maybe someone lining up offsides.
That's why they're in the backfield so early.
I wish that was the case each and every play. The Wolves, maybe that has been the secret, huh?
Who knows? All right, so 1st and 5 for the Mingus Marauders. Stokes will take the snap, looks to throw, and immediately is in trouble. Oh, and then gets hit hard, and off comes his helmet.
And it's going to be a crucial down. Another 3rd and long, and now we are going to be missing Rains out there as he's going to have to sit out a play. And that's just a part of the rule book here for high school football. If your helmet comes off, you must sit out the next play. And boy, that is hurting the Marauders, Jackie. I mean, we've seen it twice this game, at least once in the last game, and then numerous times last season. Rains try to find some tighter straps there or something.
Rice will step in. He's got 2 backs in the backfield here with him. He takes the snap and he will hand it off, and he is hit immediately at the line of scrimmage. And that will be no gain out there by, I think it was Remington Stokes.
We're going to have a timeout by the Wolves here, Jackie. They're going to look to get the ball back. Yeah, the Wolves are for sure going to huddle up right now and talk about how they're going to be able to get the ball back in at 43 seconds. This is looking pretty grim for the Marauders right now. You got to do something with this 3rd down play. And remember, we're not going to see Rain Stokes. He's got to sit this play out.
No, he sat his play out.
So he's back in. Okay.
So, yes. So Stokes will be able to punt, yes.
That was too fast.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And a wise choice by Coach Midkiff to run the ball, not only because of your options, but also to force a timeout called here for the Wolves. Now, got to get the punt off. Can't get it blocked out here. You got to be able to execute the punt here for the Mingus Marauders. We're down here just before halftime, 35-7, and getting dangerously close to a continuous clock here, especially here in the first half. So Stokes is lined up and takes the snap, steps back to throw, and will evade getting sacked in the end zone and comes up and runs the ball and gets out to about the 18-yard line. So Stokes somehow was just about tackled in the end zone. I thought we were going to have a safety, and he comes up and will get the ball back out to the, there we go. It's going to be 4th and 2. I apologize. I thought that was 4th down, and it was not 4th down because of one of the penalties. I apologize. And so Estrella Foothills takes another timeout. We're going to take a quick break with them. We will return for the final 30 seconds right after this.
For 4 generations, the Gettles name has been synonymous with heating and cooling ingenuity. Since 1987, Gettles High Desert Mechanical has established itself as the premier HVAC company in northern and central Arizona, having not only survived recent economic setbacks, but thrived and grown during those times. From sheet metal fabrication to equipment installation, and now comprehensive plumbing and drain services. From clogs to comfort, Gettles has you covered. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
I want to thank Gettles for being one of our sponsors for the 2024 Mingus Marauders. And Mingus is going to come out and we'll have to punt. Now we're talking about execution. So Landon Backus is now the long snapper, and we've gone to more of a pooch punt formation out here. And there is the snap, and the kick is off, and it's going to be a good one. It's going to drive the receiver back to about the 32-yard line. Picks it up, comes to the near side, taking time off the clock, cuts it back inside, and finds a lane. Number 10 with a big run, takes licks and keeps on ticking and gets the ball all the way down to the 37-yard line. 14.8 seconds left to go. The only problem with it is the amount of time it took.
Yeah, that's right, Jackie. And the Marauders do a good job of not letting them get out of bounds and obviously not letting them get any further downfield. The Wolves are just about, what would you say, maybe 15 yards away from a field goal attempt? And with 14 seconds, definitely we may see a shot to the end zone here, but they may take a shot to get into field goal position too.
No timeouts. De La Haye will be out there as the safety for the Mingus Marauders. 3 receivers to the right-hand side. Ray looks to take the snap, snaps, makes the pump, goes to the near side, and it is caught. Did he get out of? No, he is out of bounds. The intended receiver, Jack Lopez, and apparently caught that one out of bounds, says the line judge. 9.5 seconds left to go. And again, they try the pump fake, and then the receiver runs by the Mingus Marauder defensively, and they do that when they've got a one-on-one kind of a situation, and that's all Ray is really looking for.
Yeah, and Hone Ray does such a nice job of selling that too. I mean, he really holds down the handoff like he's going to hand it off for a good, solid second or two, and then throws it deep.
Same setup with 3 receivers to the top side. Quarterback steps back, looks to throw, throws this one downfield, and it is deep, and it is broken up, and was it intercepted out there by the Mingus Marauders? I am trying to see if Thompson intercepted that.
And it looks like they're going to give it to Wyatt, Jackie. They're going to give the Marauders the ball, but we do have a flag down, and it looks like the ref's huddling up here on the close side of the field.
So,
wow.
So they call unsportsmanlike against the defense. We're going to see if it's going to be after the play, though. Unsportsmanlike defense. First down.
Wow.
Mingus with the ball. So Mingus comes up with the interception, and now 1.3 seconds left to go. And I imagine that Mingus is probably just going to kneel on the ball and go.
Yeah, I would imagine we'll see victory formation.
Well, they better be careful. They're sitting at their own 3.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you just need to get down for one play, just one snap of the ball. So hopefully everybody keeps it clean in there. I mean, you are right. There's not much room behind Rain, so he's got to be very careful where he takes that knee.
Don't step back. Don't step back.
or center, you better step up a little bit.
And the quarterback will snap and kneel on the ball. A tough first half for the Mingus Marauders. The road has not been kind to Mingus. 35-7 here at halftime. The Mingus Marauders trail. We're going to take a break. When we return, we're going to get into the Longfellow Excavating halftime show coming up after this.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We are homegrown in the Verde Valley and nearly your last local choice.
We want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $19 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Larry Green Chevrolet has been an important partner to this community for over 30 years. Whether it be offering outstanding service and deals to the Verde Valley or providing support to schools, charities, and community events, we have made it a part of our business. We love and support the growth and future of Cottonwood and our surrounding areas. That's why we refer to our dealership as the People Place. Larry Green Chevrolet is a proud sponsor of Yavapai County, and we are proud to support our Mingus High School football. Go Marauders!
For 4 generations, the Gettles name has been synonymous with heating and cooling ingenuity. Since 1987, Gettles High Desert Mechanical has established itself as the premier HVAC company in northern and central Arizona, having not only survived recent economic setbacks, but thrived and grown during those times. From sheet metal fabrication to equipment installation, and now comprehensive plumbing and drain services. From clogs to comfort, Gettles has you covered. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare over 150 different insurance companies for home, auto, commercial, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance in Cottonwood.
Here at halftime, the Mingus Marauders trail by 28, 35-7. Estrella Foothills has really taken control out here. They scored their first drive, a 52-yard strike as Ray finds a Rolls, and that'll be in a name that you're going to hear a lot here in these stats. In fact, the extra point was good by Alvarez, and it was 7-0. Then 2:44 left to go, a 16-yard run by A.J. Horn. Alvarez adds the extra point, and it was 14-0 here. Still first quarter again. A 33-yard pass from Ray to Bailey, and that was a great setup. In fact, it was a screen pass, and he wandered his way into the end zone. Great individual effort. Alvarez was perfect with the extra points here in the first half. It was 21-0. Then, with 5:36 left to go, and the Mingus Marauders, number 1, ends up intercepting the ball, takes the ball literally out of the hands of the receiver, and goes into the end zone from a yard, 2 yards out, and gets the score. That would be Mingus's only score, first defensive score here for the Mingus Marauders. Stokes gets the extra point. It was 21-7, but that did not stop the Wolves. Second quarter action, 3:53 left to go. A 12-yard keeper, a sweep by Ray, reads his blocks extremely well. Alvarez gets the extra point, and it was 28-7. 1:26 left to go. This time a 20-yard sweep by Noah Romo as he goes to the right-hand side. Alvarez perfect again, 35-7 here at halftime. Want to thank our halftime sponsor, which includes Longfellow Excavating. No job too big or too small. Longfellow Excavating does it all. Septic installation, drainage, grading, and so much more. You want to call Josh Longfellow, former Marauder, for a free quote. That's 928-300-3792, 928-300-3792. Glad you're along with us here on KYBC AM 1600 and 96.3 FM, or you are watching us live. You want to make sure that you get the Cablecast app because that is absolutely fun. You'll be able to watch all of the historical games for the Mingus Marauders as well, which is absolutely wonderful. So, Nick, any input here on the scoring so far here in this game?
Yeah, we're seeing a really strong Estrella Foothills team, Jackie. I mean, we saw them last year. They had a lot of younger players that are back this year, and we're seeing them tonight. Hone Ray has been on point so far tonight. A.J. Horn, a couple of these running backs for the Wolves are on it right now. So right now the Wolves seemingly have all the momentum. Subtract the Marauders' spectacular defensive play where you can score just by intercepting the ball in the end zone. That's as easy as it gets for the defense to score. Other than that, Marauders have got to figure out a way to come out offensively and get some momentum and confidence on the offensive side of the ball and put together some kind of series and drive.
Well, the Mingus Marauders, 2 interceptions in the game, and it appears as though we had an interception. I'm not sure if it was Thompson out there or if it was Lucas out there or who intercepted it on the last drive here for the Mingus Marauders. And number 1, I'm still trying to get a name on him, intercepted for the touchdown out there. So Mingus, 2 interceptions in the game, which is absolutely fantastic. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get into the Wolves marching band out here at Estrella Foothills. We'll be back after this.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
For over 20 years, Roxu Screen Printers has been the Verde Valley's choice for custom business and sporting apparel. Bring your ideas and logos to Roxu Screen Printers and watch as your creations come to life. Choose from an extensive selection of items available for your company, team, or organization's logo. From t-shirts and hats, specialty items, and embroidered company attire, you can get started with a quote by calling 928-646-5734 or email dawn@rockzoo.com. That's ROKZOO.com.
Stay cozy and comfortable with Fiskor Heating and Cooling. At Fiskor Heating and Cooling, we bring warmth to your winters and cool comfort to your summers. Our friendly team of experts is dedicated to keeping your home just the way you like it. Whether it's a tune-up, repair, or a brand new system, you can count on us for reliable and speedy service with a smile. Your comfort is our priority. Choose Fiskor Heating and Cooling for a happier, cozier home.
Call Fiskor Heating and Cooling. We're here for you. Let's go, Marauders!
The Wolves marching band on the field out here as it is halftime at Estrella Foothills. The Wolves leading the Mingus Marauders by a score of 35-7 as we take a look at some of the stats here. First half, Hone Ray, the quarterback here for Estrella Foothills, 5 for 9, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 168 yards in the air for unofficial stats. He also has 12 yards on the ground. A.J. Horn's been the workhorse with 8 carries and 66 yards, plus a touchdown out there. And Jack Lopez has about 14 yards on the ground. Noah Romo ends up with a touchdown carry of 20 yards as well for his squad. And so the on the ground, just over 100 yards, better yardage in the air here in the first half for the home squad here. In fact, got 112 yards on the ground and 168 yards in the air for the Wolves. Mingus has 3 penalties for 40 yards, a couple of them 15-yard varieties, 1 15 yards just because of where it was thrown. Rain Stokes has completed 4 of 7 for 25 yards out there. And on the ground, he has just been scrambling for his life as he has been sacked 6 times here in the first half. So that would end up being like 9 carries and negative 13 yards. Dawson Rice has 1 yard off of 3 carries out there. Mingus overall on the ground has got negative 15 yards on 16 touches, and they've got 25 yards in the air, so while positive 9 yards from the line of scrimmage, and 1 defensive touchdown plus 2 interceptions in the game here so far.
Yeah, and I hope it's, not just, I hope the halftime adjustments we make are similar to last week, Jackie, in that we saw the Marauders come out of halftime last week much stronger, for all intents and purposes, an entirely different team, really. They started that second half last week. So hopefully Coach Midkiff and the Marauders making those adjustments right now, because 35-7 against a growing, more talented, and a playoff-hungry Estrella Foothills team, this is going to be a tough second half.
Yeah, if they can go 2-0 and definitely have an inside track to a repeat here for their division.
That's right.
They had 7 wins last year. Right now, that would be set up for potentially 7 wins. So anything out of conference would, or out of section, would end up being a better record for them. For second-year head coach Spencer out here for the Estrella Foothill Wolves. We're going to take a break. When we come back here with the Longfellow halftime show, we're going to check into some other scores and see what's going on. Talk about some halftime adjustments if possible, and we will return after this.
Call Rick or Scott Stokes at Sun Country Custom Woodworks about cabinets for every purpose and every budget. Sun Country Custom Woodworks can custom build cabinets for your dream kitchen or bath, adding tremendous value to your home. Organize the garage and store stuff right with a call to Sun Country. And ask about money-saving options, including modular cabinet choices. Your cabinets may not be from this century. For ideas, start at suncountrywoodworks.com.
Yavapai College has many degree and certificate programs to get you on track to a rewarding, well-paying career in a variety of industries such as healthcare, manufacturing, construction, elementary education, and art. Fall semester starts on August 15th, so there's still time to register. Visit us online today at yc.edu/admission to connect with your future career.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare over 150 different insurance companies for home, auto, commercial, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance in Cottonwood.
When you're looking for a plumber, no matter the job, call D-Best Plumbing. From energy-saving tankless water systems to whatever remodel project you have in mind, from the simple to the exotic, D-Best Plumbing prides themselves on quality workmanship and efficiency. For honest and fair prices and plumbing problems done right the first time, call D-Best Plumbing at 928-567-8755 or find them online at d-bestplumbing.com.
Well, there's a lot going on this weekend for absolute sure at the Blazing M Ranch. They have their they've got their big car show going on. You can go out and do ribs, rides, and rhythms, because there's gonna have bands and ribs and all of the classic cars and muscle cars out there. It's gonna be an absolute fantastic time. And then if you've not been out to Blazing M Ranch, last year's Verde Valley's Got Talent contest was fantastic. I was literally so surprised. Because sometimes you're like, okay, all right, yeah, sure. No, actually, they had some fantastic contestants, and it was like, this is a competition, holy cow. And so it was an awful lot of fun. That comes up Saturday, which will be September 7th at the Blazing M Ranch, and I am going to be at the Farm to Table event, which is a fundraiser for the Old Town Mission. And so, yes, somebody said, would you like free food? And I went, excuse me? Okay, I'm in radio. That's exactly what I live for, is free food.
We'll take the perks. And if you had to go to the talent show, did you have any ideas?
Well, I wouldn't be in the talent show, because my best talent is a cranial reflection is my best talent, honestly.
Very nice.
But it's going to be a fun weekend, September 7th. You got the Old Town Mission Farm to Table. I think they may still have some tickets left. Got to get out for Verde Valley's Got Talents and Rides Rhythm and Ribs. The Ribs are going to be fantastic out at the Blazing and Branch. So here we are at halftime. The Mingus Marauders and the Longfellow halftime report trailing 35-7. What's going on through the rest of football?
Just a bunch of scores here for 4A, Jackie. Going to kind of take you through our division a little bit. Canyon del Oro, the number 3 team in 4A, is facing Bradshaw tonight. Bradshaw, number 15, even after the loss. That's because they're a tough schedule. Canyon del Oro right now is up on Bradshaw 24-7.
Okay.
So Bradshaw possibly looking at 2 losses there, which is just totally surprising. But that is a very strong schedule that they do have. Seton Catholic is up on St. Mary's 22-0. The number 9 team in the Division 4A is up 34-0 on Apache Junction. Moving right up, couple of ranked teams, number 4 Micah Mountain, number 24 Mesquite, who we played last week. Mesquite is losing 42-0 against Micah Mountain, and that is not even halftime yet. So that just goes to show you the tough level of competition that is in the 4A division here. The number 1 squad in 4A, they came from 3A out of nowhere, Yuma Catholic, and my goodness, they look like they're here to stay, and not only that, maybe move up another division.
Hope so.
Yeah, right, and they're beating up on Catalina Foothills right now, 35-13, and that is in the second quarter as well. Independence up 3-0 against Amphitheater. Moving along, one of our opponents playing Deer Valley, playing Saurita tonight. That one in the first quarter, the update was 7-0. Deer Valley had the edge on that one. And then moving up the scoreboard a little bit more, Kellis, unranked Kellis, is up on number 14 Peoria, 14-0 right now. And then one of the last notable scores here, number 17 Prescott. It has 7 points against number 5 Thunderbird, 22 points. So Prescott right now losing 22-7 against a really good Thunderbird team.
Interesting. All right. So the Wolves have come out of their cave. We'll call it their cave. Yes, indeed. The Mingus Marauders have not come out. Mingus will take their time at halftime. I think they're soaking up any opportunity at air conditioning that they might be able to have. And you got to imagine that the weather is definitely playing a role here. Mingus not accustomed to practicing and playing out in 100-plus weather conditions out here. We want to thank our halftime sponsor, Longfellow Excavating, and they are licensed, bonded, and insured, family-owned and operated with decades of experience. And I am not only promoting them, I'm also a former customer. How about that? You want to call a former Marauder for a free quote? That's Josh Longfellow at 928-337-92. 928-337-92. So Mingus trailing by 28 here at halftime, 35-7. They're going to get the ball back here first in the second half. If they put together a drive, they're still going to be down 21, so that means they still have a ton of work to do here in the second half.
Yeah, and you don't want to look towards the final score and end of the game right now, Jackie. It's just, we got a whole other half, and we saw the Marauders come out completely different last week. However, yeah, you're playing for pride at this point. I mean, offense, come on, right? It's gut check time. I'm sure we're going to see the Marauders offense huddle up, take their time a little bit out there. They're going to try to execute. Like you said, they got to put together something. On the first offensive series, that would be huge and give us some momentum. But nonetheless, yeah, absolutely. Down 7-35 against the Wolves, and this team looks pretty dang good.
So I am thinking that I need to go and get a super glue sponsor. And the super glue sponsor is going to sponsor how many times Rain Stokes' helmet comes off in a game.
Maybe Ace Hardware or some kind of hardware store.
Yeah, maybe so.
Anybody to help keep that helmet on.
So, and I'm not laughing about it because that's just dangerous. Yeah. That is unfortunately just dangerous. When you lose your lid out there, your noggin is exposed, and that just becomes dangerous. So, it is bothersome that you lose your quarterback for a play, but more bothersome is the risk you take when he loses his lid. So that just actually scares me.
Yeah, no, that's right. It's all about player safety. At the end of the day, all these young athletes are just looking for an opportunity to excel in academics or athletics, and you never want to see equipment, fall off or a hit without equipment on. That would just be dangerous, like you said, and we don't want to see that up here in the booth. And hopefully Raines can tighten that strap a little bit more, Jackie, because this is something that we've seen week after week now.
Yeah, no, there's been a consistency to it. So Mingus kind of starting the same way they did last time. Not very good yardage from the line of scrimmage. This time they do find the end zone with their first defensive touchdown of the year, 35-7, the score here at halftime. However, they definitely have work to do here in the second half. Now, obviously, you're going to come out. Mingus has just not had a lot of time to throw the ball. The defensive line for the Wolves has been relentless, if I can put it that way. And, with that, Stokes has ended up scrambling before he really gets a chance to look downfield and try to find somebody. So I think you said it best when you can't get to Mississippi and then you're starting to run for your life.
That's right. He's seeing pressure off the edge too, Jackie, and that's what's starting it. We're seeing the Wolves come off the edge, which is forcing Raines to step up, and that fast defense is getting to him.
Well, they have a tradition out here where they stomp with the kickoff. And it is going to bounce here at about the 20-yard line, this time taken cleanly by the Mingus Marauders. Spinning around, getting out of a tackle is De La Haye. Bounces in, bounces out, bounces back, and gets tackled at about 33-yard line. So a 13-yard run back, and he put about 50 yards of effort into it.
And, kudos to him. Those are really good moves. Credit Wesley Curry of the Wolves for able to make the tackle on that one. That almost seemed like... just like the claw machine. Who's going to finally get him? A lot of Wolves attempt to tackle there, and finally Wesley able to come up with it.
I suck at that game. I really do.
I would have missed the tackle, too.
Yeah, well, there you go. Mingus puts a man in motion. There's the snap. Quarterback throws high, comes down with it, and picks up about 5 yards, maybe 6 out there. And he goes to Seda real quickly with the short, quick slant pass out there.
Yeah, and boy, quickly is an understatement. The Marauders knew exactly what they were doing on that play. Raines did not even have that ball for one full Mississippi. He got rid of that one quick.
Well, that's how you stop a rush. So you get the ball away quickly. There's the snap. Quarterback throws again. This time, Mingus with a first down and a whole bunch more, getting into Wolves territory on the quick little screen pass out there. And I'm trying to pick up a number out there who caught that. Come on, turn around. Give me a number out there.
And great job by the offensive line.
That's going to be De La Haye, isn't it? Yep.
Giving him some time out there, and De La Haye coming up big. Yeah, that's a nice run after catch right there.
And he picks up 11. And there is a run for the Mingus Marauders, and Stokes powers his way into Wolves territory and picks up 5. Now that was not I'm going to wait to run, that is I'm just going to run.
Yeah, that looked like a design QB draw, which means Raines is going to take the snap and shotgun. He's going to kind of sell like he might drop back to pass and then take off with it. And you're right, Jackie, we've seen that a couple of times. Sometimes the Marauders will call that on purpose, and sometimes Raines just spontaneously will do that.
45-yard line. There's the snap. Mingus second back gets it and gets a block. Almost gets rid of the ankle tackle and then hit hard is going to be Rice. Rice is going to get forward progress for about 3.
Yeah, Marauders offensively, that offensive line getting downfield, getting some big blocks. The number 61 in there. Downfield at least 15 yards for the Marauders. Jackie making just a great play.
3rd and 3 for the Mingus Marauders now. Let's see what Coach Aaron Midkiff has in store. It's been a while since Mingus has picked up a first down. There's this, and they get people to jump. And they're going to get the Wolves to come across the line, not one. This is one of those comedy routines where the umpire goes number 75 and 62 and 94. Yeah. So Mingus will pick up the first down via penalty. 8th penalty out there for the Wolves. Stokes throws quickly, and it gets out to De La Haye. De La Haye gets to the sideline and takes on a blocker, gets out of bounds right at about the 30-yard line. That's going to be a good gain of about 9 out there.
And it looks like, Jackie, I think this one's going to come back for a holding against the Marauders. And boy, oh boy, if that's a spot foul, that's going to be really dangerous. It looks like they moved him back already.
All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 now from the 45-yard line. So 1st and 17 out there, effectively a 7-yard penalty against the Mingus Marauders.
1st and 17, ball on the 45-yard line.
Mingus has been moving quickly. They get to the line, 2 receivers either side. Stokes takes the snap, steps back. Now he feels the pressure, slips, and falls and will get laid on for the sack.
And that's going to be Tony Lopez getting credit for the sack, Jackie, and do too much work on that one. Like you said, Rains Stokes just loses footing. And
he'll lose 2 on it, bringing up 2nd and 19. So Mingus had some momentum going, and the flag bug works against him. Now he's going to run, cuts inside, gets tackled forward for a gain of about 4, and that's going to bring up 3rd and long, maybe 3rd and about 16.
Man, what a big hit there by Xander Teeter of the Wolves. I always get worried, Jackie, when you see your quarterback take licks like that.
You also get worried when your quarterback gives licks like that.
That's right. That's right. It's not like Rain Stokes is shying away from it. He welcomes the physicalness. 2
receivers to the left side, 2 to the right side. Quarterback steps back, has a little bit of time, throws out to the near side. Oh, it's going to be caught. A 1st down out there by Miller, who does a stiff arm, gets down to the 25-yard line. They will pick up a 1st down. They had 3rd and 15, and they pick up 18 out there. Miller with the reception for the Mingus Marauders.
Amazing. I mean, nice job by the offense. In your long scenario, able to make the catch. Miller does a great job of making his man miss, get upfield, and here we go, Jackie. What a good way for the Marauders to come out of halftime.
Well, the defensive player went for the ball, went for the interception. And Miller was able to take it away, and then he didn't have him on him.
Yep.
And so that could have gone either way. All right, Mingus, a substitution for equipment out there. And Stokes takes the snap and will step up, looks to run, comes to the near side, cuts up underneath one block, and then gets hit hard out there by number 14, Xander Teeter.
And Xander Teeter is getting to know Rain Stokes really well tonight, Jackie. They've gotten up at the bottom of the pile a couple times. And Xander's just all over the place. And so is Rain Stokes. So it makes sense.
He does gain 1, 2nd and 9. Mingus still at the 24-yard line, trying to get into the red zone for the first time offensively. Stokes takes the snap, steps back, surveys, throws, has a man, throws a little bit short out there. And a good defensive play intended for Miller. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9. So down at this point, 35-7 at the 24-yard line. Are you in 4-down territory?
I mean, I believe you are, Jackie. I firmly believe you're in 4-down territory. As a matter of fact, when you have a kicker like Rain Stokes, very talented in the leg, he could even be close to field goal position here.
That could be true, too. Out of shotgun once again is Stokes. He steps back, surveys. He's in trouble. Cuts up underneath and runs and will pick up, dives forward inside the 20 down to about the 18-yard line. And they're going to see where they're going to mark him. So if they mark him at the 18-yard line, that is going to bring up 4th down. They haven't moved the stick yet, though. So does that mean we have a penalty flag out there? An illegal shift against the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, and that one hurts. And on that play, Jackie, we saw what we saw a lot of in the first half, which was the edge, the defensive edge for the Wolves is so fast that they sprint right in on both sides of Rain Stokes. And so Rain steps up in the pocket, and when he does that, it allows those linebackers and inside linemen to then make a move on him. And the Wolves are just doing a really good job capitalizing.
3rd and 14 from the 30-yard line. Stokes is in trouble, steps up, and he will get wrapped up and sacked again. And that is going to bring up 4th and long from about the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and guess who on the tackle? Alexander Teeter for the Wolves. Young man is having a game right now here in their home stadium, Jackie, which is now a cool 97 degrees.
We define cool differently. 33-yard line. Mingus obviously could punt at this point and pooch kick it. And it looks like that's what they're going to do. And it is blocked. And Mingus will cover. Rice will cover, but at his own 50-yard line. And that goes an unfortunate way for the Mingus Marauders, and the Wolves are going to take over at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, and that's just tough sledding for the Marauders. And Jackie, I've got to think that not having your normal long snapper is having quite the effect on the Marauders right now, because they're not able to line up in your traditional punt formation where you got a lot of room to kick it. Rain Stokes is trying that pooch kick, which is successful, and we've seen him execute very well. But boy, oh boy, hitting the line of scrimmage again, and that gives the Wolves great field position.
Ray is out of shotgun here for the Wolves. Takes the snap, steps back, looks to throw, and sets up the screen. It is tipped away. Watson almost did the tip drill to himself.
He wanted it. He wanted it for sure, Jackie. I love seeing a big man go up for the ball, and nice job, Jordan Watson, recognizing the screen and gets that big paw up there. Almost comes up with a INT, but not quite. Yeah, I'm sure he's hungry now.
Oh,
now
yeah.
He's hungry for it.
Yeah, he's looking for last week's butterflies.
He says, try that screen again.
That was a phenomenal 4-inch vertical out there.
Certainly was. That's awesome. It's a high for a big man.
Quarterback's back, takes the snap. They're going to hand it off. Number 21 scampers, turns the corner, steps back outside. Good tackle out there by the Mingus Marauders, and that's going to be Wyatt Matsubayas Islas, and they'll give him forward progress for about 4.
Yeah, nice job, Wyatt. That's how you play Marauder defense right there. Just flying to the ball. Wyatt's on the near side towards us that last play in the secondary, and he just pins his ears back and gets up there, and the Wolves really not much of a gain.
3 yards on first down, 2nd and 7 at the Mingus Marauder 47-yard line. 3:03 left to go in quarter number 3. This is the first offensive attempt out here for the Wolves. They overstack the near side of the line. And looking for the sweep. Nope. Quarterback steps back, is in trouble, gets hit, gets the ball out. And somehow coming down with it is number 18. Remington Stokes makes the tackle immediately. And a flag in the backfield. And that could be bad for the Mingus Marauders here.
Yeah, and Jackie, that flag came in very, very late. I'm going to say that was some kind of unsportsmanlike. And it looks like they're going to call both sides for unsportsmanlike, so I like it. Our umpire and referees getting a grip on the game here, not letting it get out of hand, and this is a lot of verbal stuff what we're seeing, Jackie, because we're not seeing any pushing and shoving. We're quite literally just seeing the flag get thrown super late, and it's obviously stuff being said between players.
So he does get the pass off, and it goes for a 4-yard reception, bringing up 4th and 3. And they're out there to run the ball. Quarterback steps back. He's going to turn the corner, try to rush himself, throws the ball downfield, and it's intercepted. Mingus Marauders, their 3rd interception of the game, and they will come up with a defensive stop as Remington Stokes with the interception, brings it back almost to the original line of scrimmage at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, and we have lots of laundry. Lots of laundry. I saw refs at different times throwing flags, so we have a meeting of the refs right now. Be interested to see what these calls. I mean, there's several calls, Jackie. It was different times that I saw the refs throw their flags here.
Well, this could loom large because it is a 4th and 4. So does the interception exist? Are the penalties during the play, after the play? Holding, offense, and that will not be accepted. Unsportsmanlike defense, and that is going to be an automatic first down and an ejection.
Wow.
And with the ejection means that you cannot play next game.
And that is going to be Remington Stokes, it looks like. Ouch. That is going to hurt. Ouch, ouch, ouch. And if you're the Marauders, it's really time to sharpen up the focus. I mean, you can't be losing it. I thought, Jackie, so far, I know we only have 1:30 left in the third quarter, but the Marauders have come out, again, super strong in this second half, only to be seemingly shooting themselves in the foot right now.
So the interception does not stand. Stokes does not get the interception. Stokes is ejected. No, Mingus does get the interception. Sorry, Mingus does get the ball. And Stokes' big brother is going to run to the left side and runs into a player and loses his helmet. And he is going to have to step out once again. He gains 5. So the unsportsmanlike happened after the play. The interception does stand out there.
Boy, and Marauders, I mean, I just mentioned it, sharpening focus up, and it's just not what we're seeing right now on the field. We're seeing some emotions come out right now for the Marauders. And what's tricky, Jackie, is like I said, they're coming out really strong at a halftime. So, I mean, you're playing really well, so just stay focused.
6 yards on the run, and it's going to be a handoff in the backfield and contained and thrown to the ground. And there's going to be another penalty, and Stokes was not kicked out. He was running the ball, but now there are flags and hats and everything else. As Stokes was trying to get up, and he was still run over by the defensive player, and unfortunately, this one's getting out of hand here.
And the refs do a good job of splitting everybody up. And you're right. I mean, Jackie, Stokes was still in there, so I'm curious as to which Marauder was ejected.
Personal foul both ways, offsetting penalties.
Which makes sense. I mean, from what we saw up here in the box, it looked like one of the Wolves rode Remington to the ground. The whistle could have been blown as he was riding to the ground, but not much you can do there as a defender.
Well, he was trying to get back up, and he was trying to get back up and was straddled.
Yeah, that's right, straddled by Remington, and who was just finishing the play, really. I mean.
So now I'm not 100% sure what they're doing, but it's going to be a loss of 2. And it is going to be 3rd and 7 with the ball at the 30-yard line. And the refs are going to come together and maybe have a conversation here. Nope, they're going to set everybody back. Hopefully these teams settle down and play some football here. 2 receivers on the far side, 3 receivers on the far side. Stokes steps back, looks to throw, has a little bit of time, does throw downfield, and he gets it to De La Haye, and it is broken up, and De La Haye is down.
Oh, what a hit. Wow. My goodness, Jackie, that one's going to hurt, and I hope Kobe's going to be okay.
DeBoard with a gigantic hit, and he dislodged the ball. And so the De La Haye is on the ground in pain. I hope that this has just got the wind knocked out of him. That's what I'm hoping out there.
Yeah, and it most certainly did look like, at the very least, that is the case. I mean, that was just a great hit by Landon DeBoard. I mean, as a defensive back, you can't draw it up or practice it any better than that right there.
We're going to take a quick break here, give him some privacy. We'll return to Estrella Foothills High School. 35-7, the Wolves on top. We're back after this.
Larry Green Chevrolet has been an important partner to this community for over 30 years. Whether it be offering outstanding service and deals to the Verde Valley or providing support to schools, charities, and community events, we have made it a part of our business. We love and support the growth and future of Cottonwood and our surrounding areas. That's why we refer to our dealership as the People Place. Larry Green Chevrolet is a proud sponsor of Yavapai County, and we are proud to support our Mingus High School football. Go Marauders!
De La Haye is up and walking on his own power off to the sideline. And probably reliving a little bit of lunch.
I would imagine.
Yep. So it becomes fourth now. He had the ball, and then it was dislodged. Great defensive play. It was a clean hit.
Yep.
And Mingus is going to have to punt. And the Wolves are going to come after this again. Mingus is looking to pooch punt once again. And Stokes is got to get off the field there. And there's the snap. And there is the punt.
Got hit at the line again.
And it's going to take a little bit of a Mingus Marauder bounce down to about the 43-yard line. Santa will touch it there. With 22 seconds left to go, the Wolves will get the ball back with a 35-7 lead over the Mingus Marauders here.
Yeah, another flag get thrown on that one, Jackie, towards the end of the play, and I think it's going to be on the Wolves.
Ball is down on the 43-yard line.
And what we're seeing is, yeah, that's most certainly going to be the case. They're going to call this on the Wolves. There wasn't much going on, but you know that they're going to get a grip on the game, so they're going to call it much tighter.
It's going to be, I think, a 15-yard penalty then. And it is going to set the new line of scrimmage at the 27-yard line. So we were talking about the Reese's Tire Eye on the game. The umpires are definitely working hard for their $50 here tonight, man. I'll tell you.
They most certainly are.
Yep. This one has gotten chippy. Mingus Marauders come out defensively, trying to get the ball back here. Trailing 35-7, and depending on what kind of play here, this could be the final play of the third quarter. Quarterback under center and snaps it. New quarterback in there, by the way, and they will run the ball up to the 35-yard line. Decent gain. In fact, the FAR judge is going to give him 8.
Yeah, that's just good execution by the Wolves, and they're happy to just run the clock out here.
I'm sorry, I said that we had a new quarterback. We did not. We did not.
And that'll be the end of the half. The Wolves are just going to run it.
End of the third quarter, the Wolves maintain a 35-7 lead. Both teams shut each other out in quarter number 3. We will be back for the fourth quarter in 1 minute.
For 4 generations, the Gettles name has been synonymous with heating and cooling ingenuity. Since 1987, Gettles High Desert Mechanical has established itself as the premier HVAC company in northern and central Arizona, having not only survived recent economic setbacks, but thrived and grown during those times. From sheet metal fabrication to equipment installation, and now comprehensive plumbing and drain services. From clogs to comfort, Gettles has you covered. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
Bomb, bomb, bomb.
Excellent entrance.
Love it. Quarterback steps back. They hand it off. Mingus in the backfield loses him as he scampers forward for a first down out to the 45-yard line. Gain of 7 out there. And looking for a number out there that is going to be, turn your back to me, 21 out there. Sean Ellison picks up the first down.
First down.
Just a sophomore for the Wolves out there carrying the ball.
1st and 10 now from the Wolves' 44-yard line. 11:30 left to go in the game. And Ray pushes out some instructions, offset I, man in motion, and they give it to the second back as Mingus closes that one down, but not before about a 5-yard gain. Close to Mingus Marauder territory.
Yeah, and I'd imagine we're going to see the Wolves keep it on the ground most of this offensive series, Jackie, just to try to burn this clock out.
Oh, yeah, run the ball, run the clock, win the game, right? Taking their time going back into a huddle. Mingus has got to come up with stops here. Offset I, once again, 2 receivers down to the bottom part of your screen, and a fumble. Quarterback picks it up. He's got to run. Comes to the near side, gets pushed out of bounds, and it depends on where they mark it on whether or not that's going to be a first down. And it looks like it may be just short. So Ray needed 5, picked up 4, and it's a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, it's still just a spectacular job by Ray. Totally broken play, ball on the ground in the backfield. Able to scoop it up and almost get to the first down marker. That just seems to be how the night's going for the Wolves.
Well, that's how you get carries when you're a quarterback, right? I'm just going to break the plays so that I can have one. 3rd and 1 inside Mingus Marauder territory, and Ray is going to burst forward for a first down. Gets tackled from behind, kind of, sort of, as he rolls his way forward to the 40-yard line, and he picks up 7 off a quarterback keeper up the middle.
Yeah, that's just a good design play right there. Ray just takes a snap, and he kind of waits it out, waits for his offensive line to give him a lane. That's exactly what he did there, and the Wolves continue to move downfield.
Well, that's patient when you're, waiting for the hole to develop, and you know where it's supposed to be. Tight formation once again, offset I. Ray brings the squad in blue up to the line at the 40-yard line of the Mingus Marauders. They give it to the second back, who almost loses it, and a hold is called. Scampering to the outside is Ellison. Ellison, if the play were to stand, would gain about 2, but I think we're going to get a hold call. There it is, and the flag is at the 44-yard line. So if they mark it from there, then they're going to be back in the Wolves' territory.
Yeah, that's just very, very fortunate for the Marauders. We will take that. The Marauders defensively has a great chance to come up with a stop here as the ball's moved back to just about midfield.
So it is at midfield. So 1st and 20 now. So the Mingus Marauders, with a little bit of help from the flags, trying to get something done here. Different formation now. 2 backs in the backfield. They overstack the short side of the field. Quarterback steps back, rolls that way, looks to throw, throws the ball downfield, has a man, and it tackled from behind hard, but not until he gets to the 30-yard line and possibly a first down. That is going to be number 11 out there once again, Rawls.
Yeah, and Rawls with a great second effort. I mean, he's going to get the first down. Wow, I didn't even think he got that far, Jackie, but my goodness, what a move by Rawls. Rawls was for sure short of that first down marker by a few yards, and he cuts it inside, takes a big hit from the Marauders DBs, and he gets that first down.
Well, Rawls with some rack yards, gets it done, and he's the leading receiver out there, and the screen pass to the outside to number 30, and they try to push him instead of tackling him, and he gets into the end zone, and there's a flag for excessive celebration, I think. And there's going to be a 30-yard run by number 30 out there, which is Tanner Covington. Actually, it was a screen pass to the tight end, and Mingus tried to push him out of bounds instead of tackling him.
Yeah, that's not going to work on a big fella like that, Jackie. Tanner Covington on our roster list is 6'2", 225. And let me tell you, usually they blow those numbers a little bit. That does not look like the case for Tanner. That is a big man down there. And yeah, for sure, you are not going to shove him out of bounds.
So that'll be a touchdown pass, the third touchdown pass for Ray. And I think they're probably going to do the penalty after the kickoff or apply it to the kickoff. And so Alvarez is going to come out for the extra point. There's a snap, good hold. The kick is up, and the kick is perfect. Alvarez has been perfect here today. 42-7 here in the fourth quarter. Mingus will have a better setup for kickoff or a return when we return after this.
When you're no matter the job, call D-Best Plumbing. From energy-saving tankless water systems to whatever remodel project you have in mind, from the simple to the exotic, D-Best Plumbing prides themselves on quality workmanship and efficiency. For honest and fair prices and plumbing problems done right the first time, call D-Best Plumbing at 928-567-8755 or find them online at d-bestplumbing.com.
So we're going to see if they're into a continuous clock out here. They're going to kick off from the 25-yard line, so the Mingus Marauders are going to have to score in order to get a continuous clock to not be continuous clock.
I can hear you, Wolves fans. Shake down the thunder.
They're going to kick off at the 25. It's going to be a pooch kick, and it'll be almost picked up and then laid on by the Mingus Marauders at the 43-yard line. And that is going to be, covering it is going to be Marcus Lucas of the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, just a smart play there. Just fall on it. It's the second or third time we've seen just a really weird bounce on a kickoff, and that's just how it happens. Bounces right on the turf, then hits you in the shoulder pad. You can't quite grab it. Safe play, just fall on it.
So Mingus with decent field position at the 43-yard line. Clock is continuing to roll under 8.5 minutes. Stokes is back and has a little bit of time. Wanders to the right-hand side, throws, has a man open, and it's going to be Rice. Rice gets out of a tackle, and he's down to the 22-yard line, falls forward to the 20-yard line, and that'll be a great pass for the Mingus Marauders.
And I saw some yellow get thrown out there, Jackie, so let's see what the penalty is going to be.
So if it stands, it'll be 28 yards on the reception.
Oh, I think they're going to call some kind of block. I mean, I thought I saw one of the Marauders come back and absolutely lay a really nice block on one of the Wolves. And that's kind of the spot that they're standing at, Jackie. So I'm not quite sure what this call is going to be.
They're going to bring the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. So they're saying that the illegal block was 15 yards downfield. Oof. Coach Midkiff is getting an explanation from the white hat down there. So it's going to end up being an official do-over, except it took better than a minute off the clock.
Yeah, that is very, very beneficial when you have a running clock.
So great open play out there as Rice found himself alone on the sideline. Quarterback takes the snap. Stokes steps back, has a little bit of time, throws the ball downfield. Seda goes up for it and contests it. All sorts of contact. No flag out there.
Wow. Wow. Could have been. Just a good back and forth play, but with the way that this game's getting called tightly now.
Yeah, you almost felt like it would be.
Yeah,
it's going to get called tightly.
I thought they were going to get called on that one, but the refs let that one go. Good battle between a DB and wide receiver.
2nd and 10 from the 43-yard line. Stokes is back again, approaching 6 minutes left to go in the game. Low snap, takes it, picks it up. He's going to run, looking for some blocks downfield. Gets to the outside, past the 50, close to a first down. And we'll get down to the 49-yard line, bringing up a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1 maybe.
Oof, that spot came back a yard, it seemed like.
I thought it was going to be 3rd and 1.
It's not.
It is not.
Yeah, that ball moved back further than where Stokes fell, that's for sure. I have my contacts in tonight, so I know.
5:42 left to go in the game. Mingus trailing 42-7. We're into continuous clock. The new rule is 35 points as a lead. 2 receivers either side. Stokes is back. Sets up to throw. He's in trouble. Gets away. Has a lane. He's going to pick up a first down. Outruns the defense. He's down the line to the 30. Takes on a block and down to the 15.
Yeah, what a great run by Stokes, and like we talked about earlier, Jackie, we see Stokes scramble, and then he's not looking to just run out of bounds, Jackie. He's looking to lay a big hit, and unfortunately, that was Wesley Curry for the Wolves out there on the receiving end of that hit. Nice job by Rain Stokes to just lower his shoulder pads and deliver a big hit. He looks like he wants to be a running back. He's just too good at quarterback.
Stokes will step back in. He's got Rice in the backfield here with him. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looks to throw, throws, has a man on the near side. Seda, short gain of about 3, down to about the 12-yard line. Under 4.5 minutes left to go now. Time keeps on ticking into the future.
Oh, and what's so unfortunate right now for the Marauders, I mean, hopefully they can find some pay dirt here, Jackie, but since halftime, we have seen the Marauders come out with a lot more fire, and it's been a much closer game the second half.
Santa's second catch in the game puts Remington on the move. He cuts back up underneath. He's got a lane. He cuts back into the end zone, and he makes it into the end zone. A 12-yard run. Remington Stokes takes the jet sweep into the end zone. And that will stop the clock at 4 minutes left to go as the Mingus Marauders score their second touchdown of the game. First offensive touchdown of the game.
Yeah, I love it. It comes after a drive put together by the offense. And again, it just seems like the second half is when the Marauders are waking up. And we've seen the offense put together a series with a couple first downs the first time they got the ball the second half. And now this series, they end up going down and getting points. Great job by the offense this second half.
Big brother Stokes out for the extra point. There's the snap. No, it's going to be a fake. Running the near side and looking for some help is going to be Rice, and he dives to the end zone, hits the pylon, and gets the 2-point conversion. So how about that? Rice was looking to pitch the ball back, and there was nobody on his side. Stokes had gone the other way. So, oops. And then he goes, oh, I guess I'll have to score this myself. So, that puts 2 points up there, 42-15. The Mingus Marauders with their first 2-point conversion of the season. And we are going to leave it here because we're probably going to get right back into the kickoff here. And now you got to wonder whether or not you're going to see an onside kick here for the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't blame Coach Midkiff for trying an onside kick. Might as well. Your team's playing so much better this second half. Not sure what it is right now, but these halftime adjustments we've seen from Coach Midkiff and the Marauders have been, I mean, nothing short of amazing the last couple weeks. I mean, Marauders have just got to come out in the first half a little bit hotter. But, yeah, I wouldn't put it past Aaron Midkiff to get the Marauders the ball back here.
So coming out late here for the Mingus Marauders is going to be Jose Felix. Stokes approaches the ball and he pooches it. It goes to the right-hand side. It dies right at about the 22-yard line. Picked up, and Mingus converges. He loses the ball, and we'll see if Mingus comes up with it. I think Mingus may have gotten the fumble recovery.
They did.
And Seda comes up with it.
Oh, what a huge play. Wow. Jackie, this is like an entirely different team we see in the second half.
Well, here's what's fun out of that. Seda comes up with the fumble recovery, and so that now becomes one of the longest onside kicks I've ever seen.
And it was well placed, too. Yes. He put it right in the spot where there was no players, and it just died right there.
Now, here's what I'm really jealous about, because I can't get that kind of a backspin off my 7 or my 8 iron. You know? I usually hit the 8 iron, and then it's a ground ball for about 72 yards.
What is backspin?
I do, yeah. It's something where the ball just doesn't do what I want it to do. Mingus with the ball. They get the ball back at the 30-yard line. Stokes steps back, has a little bit of time, looks to run. He goes to the outside, throws, finds a man up underneath, and is still on his feet and diving forward till they could blow him down. He didn't think he was down, but the umpire's going to put the ball back down. Mingus with the reception out there. And Mingus now with a timeout. It's going to be Remington Stokes with the reception. We're going to take a quick break with him. We'll return to Estrella Foothills High School in 30 seconds.
Yavapai College has many degree and certificate programs to get you on track to a rewarding, well-paying career in a variety of industries such as healthcare, manufacturing, construction, elementary education, and art. Fall semester starts on August 15th, so there's still time to register. Visit us online today at yc.edu/admission to connect with your future career.
Welcome back to Estrella Foothills. 3:08 left to go in the game. Mingus down 42-15, but driving again. So they score the touchdown on the 12-yard run by Remington Stokes. They get the fumble recovery at the 30-yard line on the kickoff. One pass play down to the 15, and Mingus trying to score their most amount of points for the season here so far. Stokes is back. He's got Rice, puts a man in motion. There is the snap, and they hand it off, and it is going to be a jet sweep, and coming inside the 10 and to the 9-yard line. Running the ball is going to be Xavier Thompson for Mingus. Picks up 6. Good yardage there for Mingus.
Yeah, as the offense checks their wristbands for the next play. You're right, Jackie. It's just good execution. Way to get to the edge.
Jet sweep works. Now he goes out to a wide receiver position. Stokes takes the snap and looks to throw. Has a man in the end zone. Throws into double coverage. And it is a touchdown. A contested ball, and going up to get it out there is the Mingus Marauders, and I believe that is Miller, the tight end, who comes down with the reception out there for the, what worked out to be a 9-yard touchdown pass for the Mingus Marauders.
Incredible. What a spectacular catch. I couldn't even see that one myself, really, Jackie. That's at the very far side of the field in the corner, and if you were watching on your screen, you couldn't see it either. That's just a great ball, and like you said, contested.
So Mingus is set up to go for 2 out here. There is the snap, and they will hand it off to Rice. Rice battles his way into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And just like that, Mingus has scored 16 unanswered here at Estrella Foothills. We're going to take a quick break. The Mingus Marauder onside kick should be coming up right after this.
Yavapai College has many degree and certificate programs to get you on track to a rewarding, well-paying career in a variety of industries such as healthcare, manufacturing, construction, elementary education, and art. Fall semester starts on August 15th, so there's still time to register. Visit us online today at yc.edu/admission to connect with your future career.
Casey Valenzuela falling on top of the ball, making the safe play.
All right, so the Wolves are going to take the ball back at the 46-yard line. So Mingus, 47-yard line. Mingus tried to do a traditional onside now. So 2:25 left to go, and the Wolves with possession here, leading 42-23, trying to run out the clock.
And boy, how crucial, Jackie, was that running clock for a X amount of minutes. I mean, we're going to talk about that in the post-game show, how crucial that is. Marauders look really, really good this second half, just too late.
Quarterback up under center, takes the snap, and Ray is going to pitch it to the near side. And finding his way through, and Mingus catches him and throws him backward a little bit, but not until he picks up a pretty decent gain of about 6 out there.
Yeah, nice job by the Marauders here, and they're probably going to save their timeouts, Jackie, just to see if they can get a stop here. They've got to force a 3rd down in order to be able to use your timeouts. If the Wolves can get a first down here, it's for sure going to be over. They'll take victory formation.
Approaching 1:20 left in the game. Tight formation here. Ray trying to lead his troops. Looks like he's doing a little coaching out there on the field as well. 2 receivers to the near side. This is set up as a sweep, and they do run it to the right-hand side. Picking up a first down is Ellington, and he will pick up a first down to the 33-yard line. Ellison, rather, I apologize. And he picks up 14 yards.
Boy, and the Wolves do a great job. Offensive line getting the push there, and that was probably going to be the dagger, Jackie. The Wolves able to get the first down, and it really doesn't matter if the Marauders use their timeouts. The clock is going to run out.
40 seconds left to go. It looks like they have to snap the ball once, and the white hat taps his knee, which indicates that victory formation is coming up, so he's warning the rest of his crew. And I believe they will only have to kneel on the ball once out here. In victory formation are the Wolves, and they will take the knee. Mingus not going to stop the clock out there, and that's going to end the ball game. 42-23, the saving grace. Mingus with the final 16 points in this one. Little too late out there against the Wolves. Mingus thrown into a continuous clock situation and unable to quite come back from it. So Mingus falls to 0-2. Estrella Foothills 2-0 on the season. We got our post-game show coming up right after this.
Call Rick or Scott Stokes at Sun Country Custom Woodworks about cabinets for every purpose and every budget. Sun Country Custom Woodworks can custom build cabinets for your dream kitchen or bath, adding tremendous value to your home. Organize the garage and store stuff right with a call to Sun Country. And ask about money-saving options, including modular cabinet choices. You know, your cabinets may not be from this century. For ideas, start at suncountrywoodworks.com.
Yavapai College has many degree and certificate programs to get you on track to a rewarding, well-paying career in a variety of industries such as healthcare, manufacturing, construction, elementary education, and art. Fall semester starts on August 15th, so there's still time to register. Visit us online today at yc.edu/admission to connect with your future career.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We are homegrown in the Verde Valley and nearly your last local choice.
We want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $19 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Well, final score here, they took it off the board. How about that? That was quick. 42-23. I got to write that down because I don't have the memory that I used to have. 42-23. There we go. 42-23. Dang it, now I can't remember who won. Estrella Foothills victorious here tonight. They go 2-0 over the Mingus Marauders, who end up 0-2 on the season. Estrella Foothills, the Wolves, took care of business quickly with just a minute and a second into the game, a 52-yard strike as Ray finds a rolls. One of his favorite receivers out here today. A great play. Alvarez gets the extra point. He was perfect for the Wolves all game long. A 16-yard run by A.J. Hone in the first quarter with 2:24 left to go, and it was still 14-0. 1:19 left to go after a partially blocked punt. 33-yard pass goes Ray to Bailey for another touchdown. It was 21-0. We get into second quarter action. Mingus will get its first touchdown. An interception by DeMauro Tinsley, who was wearing number 1, whom we did not know he changed jerseys out there. And so we got that information mid-game, and he gets the interception and the defensive touchdown for the Mingus Marauders. Stokes added the extra point. It was 21-7. Then with 3:53 left to go, a 12-yard keeper by Ray made it 28-7. A 20-yard sweep run from Noah Romo with 1:26 left to go in quarter number 2, and it was 35-7 at halftime. Mingus got the ball first in the second half, stalled out, and really got nowhere in the third quarter. It was 0-0 in the third quarter. Then in the fourth quarter, a 30-yard screen pass goes from Stokes to Covington, the tight end, Ray to Covington, the tight end, and it was 42-7. Estrella Foothills scores on that one, and they were up by more than 35 points. They were up by 35 points at that point. Continuous clock started to roll. 4 minutes left to go. Mingus, a 12-yard scamper by Remington Stokes, and gets the touchdown. The 2-point conversion run by Rice on the fake extra point attempt made it 42-15, and then with 2:25 left to go, a 9-yard pass, Stokes to Miller in the end zone, double contested, and I think he literally just fought his way down with the ball, and tie goes to the receiver.
Amazing catch.
Yeah.
We really couldn't even get a great look on it because it was at the far side, but yeah, great catch.
Extra 2-point conversion run by Rice was good, and the final score out here, 42-23. We're going to take a break here. When we come back, we're going to go through some individual stats, and an interesting game. Mingus comes up with 3 interceptions in the game. However, one of them for a touchdown. Still ends up losing out here today, 42-23. We'll be back after this.
Stay cozy and comfortable with Fiskor Heating and Cooling. At Fiskor Heating and Cooling, we bring warmth to your winters and cool comfort to your summers. Our friendly team of experts is dedicated to keeping your home just the way you like it. Whether it's a tune-up, repair, or a brand new system, you can count on us for reliable and speedy service with a smile. Your comfort is our priority. Choose Fiskor Heating and Cooling for a happier, cozier home.
Call Fiskor Heating and Cooling. We're here for you. Let's go, Marauders!
Larry Green Chevrolet has been an important partner to this community for over 30 years. Whether it be offering outstanding service and deals to the Verde Valley or providing support to schools, charities, and community events, we have made it a part of our business. We love and support the growth and future of Cottonwood and our surrounding areas. That's why we refer to our dealership as the People Place. Larry Green Chevrolet is a proud sponsor of Yavapai County, and we are proud to support our Mingus High School football. Go Marauders!
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare over 150 different insurance companies for home, auto, commercial, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance in Cottonwood.
When you're looking for a plumber, no matter the job, call D-Best Plumbing. From energy-saving tankless water systems to whatever remodel project you have in mind, from the simple to the exotic, D-Best Plumbing prides themselves on quality workmanship and efficiency. For honest and fair prices and plumbing problems done right the first time, call D-Best Plumbing at 928-567-8755 or find them online at d-bestplumbing.com.
42-23, the Wolves victorious over the Mingus Marauders out here tonight. Mingus leaving the end zone, probably heading for the bus already. We do have a few Mingus Marauders still out there hanging around and say hello to the opposing team out there. Individual stats, Rain Stokes here tonight ends up 10 for 16, 86 yards and a touchdown. And on the ground, Stokes was sacked, well, unfortunately, too many times. 8 times in this game. Still ended up with 17 carries and 39 yards on the ground. Rice ended up with 10 yards on 6 carries, and a couple of them 2-point conversions out there. Remington Stokes had 3 carries in the game, including a 12-yard touchdown run for 12 yards, ended up with 10 yards in the game. 6 yards for Xavier Thompson and a -7 out there for De La Haye for the Mingus Marauders. So Mingus ends up with 30 carries, 62 yards, and 86 yards in the air for Mingus here in the game. Taking a look of the rushing game, 170 yards on the ground with 21 carries. As A.J. Horn leads with 8 carries and 66 yards. Sean Ellison ends up with 6 carries and 43 yards here in the second half. Jack Lopez had a couple of carries for 14 yards. And Ray had a touchdown run, 3 total carries for 23 yards out there for the quarterback for the Wolves. 170 yards on the ground. In the air, 222 yards. 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions in the game. One of them a pick 6 by Demario Tinsley in the first quarter. Remington Stokes had one, and then we had, unfortunately, an ejection, and we're not 100% sure who got ejected out there for the Mingus Marauders. That's going to hurt because then you can't play next week. Yep. And the Mingus Marauders had a 3rd interception in the game as well. So Mingus took the ball away 3 times, which is fantastic, but unfortunately just couldn't offensively move the ball when they really wanted to.
Yeah, that's right. And like you said, just before we got into the post game, it's just too little, too late, Jackie. We saw the Marauders start to get fired up and build a lot of momentum, and it ended up getting chippy. It was such a competitive game that last second half, and we just the Marauders coming up short again.
Yeah, unfortunately so. So the Mingus Marauders will be at home coming up. That will be against 3A Blue Ridge, who is very possibly going to be 3-0 when we go to face them.
Yeah, after a loss like last year against us at Miracle and Blue Ridge, that was quite a call last year.
How did that happen? Huh?
That was amazing. That was just a bomb from Raines, just an absolute prayer down the sideline, and that's how you get it done right there. And that's we celebrated right when they had their special on TV and everything. And like we talked about in the beginning of the season too, Jackie, that actually played a big role in their playoffs last season.
It did.
So they most certainly are going to be sour, looking for some revenge.
You think?
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe, possibly. Okay, so we shall see. We shall see certainly how that one rolls. So very likely a 3-0 Blue Ridge team coming to the Mingus Marauders. Estrella Foothills goes 2-0 on the season here so far, and will pick up their next opponent. As we come around, obviously Mingus now falls 0-2 to Estrella Foothills in 2 meetings. Last year 16-0. This time 42-23. You had some interesting comments though on how Mingus has just seemingly played better in the second half.
It's crazy. We're an entirely different team these first couple games when it comes to the second half. If we could have played both games the same level of intensity and execution as we have, we'd be 2-0 right now. Jackie, our statistics right now in the second half only, we've outscored our opponents 36-15.
Wow.
And we're 0-2. So it's just too slow of a start for the Marauders. Obviously, we have the talent and the depth that's, it's barely there, but we've got the players doing it. It's just in the second half, and it's taken a little bit too long to get going.
Certainly so. So any last-minute scores here from the 4A division here? Any competitors for the Mingus Marauders out there?
Yeah, we got a final from Bradshaw Mountain High School. Canyon Del Oro is going to beat them 38-7, Jackie. So Canyon Del Oro handles Bradshaw. Arizona College Prep won big, 48-0. and that was on Apache Junction. Yuma Catholic took care of business. That's still in the third quarter, and the score of that one is 54-13. And that's Yuma Catholic. That's the number one team in 4A right now, so they're going to be the team to beat. Deer Valley on our schedule, they won. They're winning tonight, 21-0 against Salarita, and then Kellis has really kind of shocked everybody by shutting out Peoria right now. Peoria is ranked number 14. They are unranked. Kellis is, and they're winning 21-0. And then not a final yet. Fourth quarter, it is Thunderbird 29 and Prescott 14. So Prescott trying to make a game out of that. Could be too little, too late, like tonight.
Yeah, it certainly could be. Okay, so join us again coming up next Friday as we return home to take on the Blue Ridge squad, the 3A team. I want to thank Mike Barkley and Samuel Jockum, our producers out here. Our camera crew tonight, Tristan Wright and Tishan Beltran, doing a fantastic job for you and for your viewing pleasure. Of course, you can also watch the game on demand. Look for our on-demand service through Cablecast. You're going to want to get the app for that. In fact, you can go to vertivalleytv.com and I think you can get to where you can get the app for that. So that'll be absolutely fantastic. So coming up next week, we will talk to you then. For Nick Yatsenko, I'm Jackie Bessler, wishing one and all an absolutely fantastic night.
Your 2024 Mingus Marauders, brought to you by Jones Ford Verde Valley, Arizona's best. On 260 in Cottonwood, visit Jones Ford today. All Price Insurance in Cottonwood, helping you find the best option for your insurance coverage. Larry Green Chevrolet. Visit them on Rodeo Drive in Cottonwood or shop completely online at LarryGreenChevrolet.com. Sun Country Custom Woodworks, serving Arizona for over 10 years. Tiffany's Construction Value, engineering on every project. Rock Zoo Screen Printing, serving the Verde Valley screen printing needs for over 30 years. Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros, more miles for your money. Gettles High Desert Mechanical, heating, cooling, and plumbing. Don't settle, get Gettles. Consideration also provided by Jennifer Griffin State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Fiskor Heating and Cooling, serving Northern Arizona residents and businesses. They're here for you. Taylor Waste, the best local option for service tailored to your needs. D-Best Plumbing, they simply believe in getting it right the first time. Yavapai College, serving students with opportunities and resources at 6 campuses across Yavapai County. Longfellow Excavating, we dig your ideas. Call 928-300-3792. This has been a presentation of Mingus Marauder Football on Verde Valley Television. Any reproduction without the express authorization of Verde Valley TV or Yavapai Broadcasting is strictly prohibited. Visit vertivalleytv.com for a full list of content, including previous Marauder games and other great community programming.